Chat too much.
She was a Canadian civil rights activist from Nova Scotia.
Chat too much. Chat too much.
Hold on. So that's
Chat too much. Chat too much.
Every time he comes to the crib, he games.
Stop stealing. We too old for this shit, Tani.
What?
We're kind of going on a tangent, but I love this topic.
Welcome to the Chat2Much podcast. It's your boy Ty Rex.
And your boy Ayo.
Now, Rooks, why were, like, for the people on YouTube, they couldn't hear the intro because, you know, we have the pre-made intro. Mm-hmm. But why were you just screaming in my ear? My left earlobe is now in pain. Eardrum, sorry. Eardrums. Where's the horn? Where's the horn? No, the buzzer. Yeah, for your joke. For the eardrummer's joke. Yeah, that one. So, how are you guys doing today?
Mans went car shopping. Saturday. What's that? Yeah, Saturday.
But fam, I didn't see no new car.
Yeah, because this shit sucks, bro. It is so trash, bro.
Is that why you're yelling at me?
Yes, fam, because it's not fun, bro. It actually stresses me the fuck out. Because it's like, bro, I've been looking for a car basically all year. Because I've been saving up all year.
But you haven't been looking for a car all year. You've been deciding on a car all year.
No, I've actually been doing like deep research, like, okay, like at this many kilometer, at this much mileage, like what are the next things I should look for in this specific type of car? Because I'm looking at Honda Pilot. I'm looking at Honda Pilot. I'm looking at Honda CRV. I'm looking at Toyota RAV4. I'm looking at Toyota Highlander.
Man's gonna end up with a Herbie.
And I'm looking at Toyota.
You guys don't like that movie Herbie?
What is that?
I never actually watched it, but old Volkswagen Beetles are super hard.
Oh, that's an old fucking movie, dude.
Shout out to Herbie.
Yeah, shout out to Herbie. But
that's a talking Volkswagen, no?
Yeah.
That's an old fucking movie.
Oh yeah, so is Wizard of Oz. I watched that too.
I don't think I've watched that.
But they don't play that shit in school no more?
I didn't watch it in school.
Damn. That was when they were showing us.
Wizard of Oz?
That's when they were showing us, yo, this is when man's first got color. Saying? They showed us Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's so true.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Sorry, but yeah, your car shopping escapades.
Yeah. So I go that deep into research about each and every one of those cars.
Use AI?
And but I cross-reference everything. So I'll do Claude, I'll do Gemini, and I'll do ChatGPT.
Oh, that's your cross-reference?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like actually doing research.
I'll hold that L. But the reason why I do that is because like you can easily just like take what the similarities they give, and then you can also just like go on Reddit and like find the exact same.
Did you get the Bugatti?
No, fam. They didn't have the color I wanted.
Did you get the Aventador?
They didn't have the SVJ version of it.
Did you get the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla? Some along those two different colors.
But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I do deep research on all of them, and then just looking at like if I'm trying to spend a certain amount of money, like you do want to get your money's worth. And also for me, I'm trying to see it like as an investment. I know people say, oh, well, cars are depreciating asset. Yeah, but my nigga, if I can
still
get
an investment.
Yeah, because it's like, fam, if I can start going on more dates because I have my own car, if I can start, well, also obviously just being a DJ, like getting to and from all my events. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
I'm thinking about the date thing is not even a fucking investment. Bro. That was the worst example for an investment. But
Hey, that's what's forefront in his mind right now, man. He's trying to find a wifey.
Yeah, you don't think that finding love is an investment?
Damn, are you about to get cooked? I canceled now.
Nah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Because I'm investing in anti-loneliness.
But I feel
That's
like
a
you
good
can still
investment.
attain that without having a vehicle.
I tried, nigga. Shit don't work.
I don't think that's the reason why you're unsuccessful.
That shit don't work. But anyways, yeah. So first I was looking at, just like, oh, maybe I can just find like a private car from someone selling it personally themselves. And then like, I'm like, fuck, that kind of is trash because you have to hope that the person that they got it certified from didn't do like a fucking fraudulent certification just to be able to sell the car for more, right?
Or that their bitch isn't a squirter and they don't fuck them in the back seat. And then if they fuck up,
Well, I only want a leather interior anyways, so that wouldn't really matter.
Is it what?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it can't like seep into the cracks and shit?
I mean, it probably could, but it's less susceptible to actually like being in the cushions, you know?
So he doesn't mind a little squirt in the back seat.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's hard to know what has been and has not been done in someone's car when you're buying it.
Facts.
Yeah, a little cocaine fence.
You ever think about that
you know?
when you probably don't, but you ever think about that when you go to like hotels or you sleep
All the
over?
time. All the time. Especially hotels.
Well, I know
bro.
what I've done in hotels.
Exactly. That's what makes me. That's what makes me realize. I'm like, damn, niggas really be in this bitch just fucking
Running the red lights.
yeah, dead ass, bro.
Running the red
Dead
lights
ass.
in the telly.
Dead
It's like, we in the telly, boy. Getting it done one way is another.
I don't think the backseat of a car is that big of an issue if mans are rubbing their bellies in hotel sheets that people have
Facts. Yo, honestly, bro, no one really does the back car. Do you do the back car? Oh, well, yeah, actually, I guess people do. I don't do the back car seat.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this. Did I ever explain to you
Yes,
like what
we talked about this on the podcast.
dead ass?
Well, earlier episodes, yes. We did.
Okay. But anyways,
This guy was gonna explain how we made a clip. We made a whole clip out of how you use the front seat to fuck.
I'm fucking dead. I'm gonna have to go find that and repost it. Oh, but yeah. So the whole thing is the fact that when you see
didn't
a
find
car,
a car.
no, didn't find a car because when you go and look at a car online and then you go see it in person, it's completely different. Well, they don't show pictures of the shit that's wrong with it, you know? So it's like you might show up and it's like there's bare paint missing on like half of the car and shit like that. Or
But nigga, you couldn't include this in the fucking pictures. The fuck?
Yeah.
Waste my damn time.
exactly,
that's
bro.
annoying.
That's the thing. And then like, what else?
I don't be
Like,
finessing niggas too. I ain't telling them. I ain't telling them that my gas latch thing doesn't work.
so here's the thing that I did realize though about dealerships is like not every car that they post is like, well, obviously they want to sell every car that they post, but it's not really to come and look at the car and buy it. It's more so come look at the car, but like I'll show you what else we have too. You know what I'm saying?
Sales 101, upsell.
Yeah, exactly. So it might not even be an upsell. It might just be, I kind of see dealerships, certain ones, as problem solvers. Because if you show up and you see a car that you were looking at, blah, 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 and then you're like, it's kind of not really what I was hoping for, then they'll just be like, oh, well, we have something in a similar price range, and it might literally be the exact same price or something. Because at the end of the day, at a dealership, you can negotiate with them. A lot of people I feel like think that when you go to a dealership, it's just like, oh, well, that's the price. I'm gonna have to pay that, and then I'm gonna have to pay the tax on top of it, and I'm gonna have to pay all the licensing and registration. It's like, no, nigga, like these guys can literally just structure what the price can be, including the tax, including the blah blah blah, including the certification, blah blah blah. It's just niggas got to know how to negotiate, you know. But anyways, aside from even just the car itself, I also have a fucked up situation with the insurance because when I was at IDI, I was on the insurance for one of the trucks. So what you can do to get a quote for insurance is like, you don't have to give them the specific, like you can just literally find a VIN number of a relatively similar car that you're actually looking at, right? And then you give it to the insurance company and then they send you back a quote, whatever. So when that happened, they were like, we noticed that you were on insurance for your workplace on one of the trucks, blah, 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 blah. We need you to send us proof of insurance history from the company. And I'm like, so you're telling me I have to provide you information on information that you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they basically were just like, yeah, it's just a part of our system, part of our policy.
Well, why
blah,
would they
blah,
have
blah.
to do that if it was you were doing that for a company?
Nigga,
It's policy.
at the end of the, bro.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. But you know what? I was listening to. Do you remember who Eric Thomas is? No. So Eric Thomas, he's like a preacher, not literally
Just explain
a preacher.
the story.
He all I was going to say is that like he literally said he was like, yeah, you know, some people want to play victim and blah 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 and be upset and complain about when shit's not going their way, and it's just like, bro, you just have to follow the blueprint. Like if there's a set standard of what shit you need to be doing, like just do that. Like why are you complaining about it should be this way, it should be that way?
Wait, what does this have to do with insurance?
Because me saying that like, oh, so like you guys already have the information, why do I still have to go out and seek the information? And it's just like, that's just how it is. It's just our policy. And it's like, well, fuck, I could keep arguing that it doesn't make sense till I'm blue in the face, but at the end of the day, I need insurance, so I'm gonna have to go and get you the fucking thing.
So is this what the interesting thing about your week? The car
Get in
hunt?
the car, man.
Yeah, niggas are looking for a car, bro. Why are you so uninterested in my life, bro?
I didn't say whether I was interested or not. I was asking if this was it.
But you're saying it like condescending.
No, I was asking if
Well, I'm
this...
telling you, it sounded condescending. But
Y'all niggas need to fucking get the tamp out of your fucking booty holes, y'all fucking pussy ass
The
niggas.
pause. Big pause.
super pause. Damn.
I'm pausing shit.
I'm pausing everything you say today, my nigga. Pausing.
But yeah,
everybody.
it's not that I'm not interested in your life or anything. It's like, you know, I'm wondering if the audience is as interested in your car hunt in detail for long periods of time.
Well, I guess we won't know.
I
Because
mean-
there's nobody in the chat.
At this point, though, since we're already in your week, is there anything else about your week that you wanted to mention?
Oh, man's got approved for EI, fam.
Don't you have a job?
No.
No, legally, he doesn't have a
Niggas
job.
are not working no more now that I have EI. Are you dumb?
That's
Mans are
that's
kick up.
That's the laziest shit
Mans
I've
are
ever heard.
kick up.
That's the laziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, I don't
So you want me to
think
break the law?
Yeah, I don't think the man wants to go in at his
no,
doorstep.
how about you get off EI and make more money while actually working?
Nah.
Like I said, the laziest shit I ever heard.
I mean, hey man, I be putting.
At least we won't have to hear about your work week anymore.
Fuck, you didn't hear about it this week.
Thank God.
I wish we could hear about
shit.
your work week, but
I could tell you about it.
All right,
I just
Rex,
don't think it would
how
be
was
that
your week?
interesting.
yeah, Rex, how was your week?
My week. You know, still on the weight goals, the fitness loss. I feel like I've had a kind of like a week.
You're back on the carbs?
Yeah, not as much, but it's like I'm not eating as much as I was before, but I'm not like being as strict as I was before.
So like
I'm
instead of 4 plates of rice, now you're down to like 2 plates of rice.
4 plates a week or a day.
I don't know. Wait, I don't know how much you eat. I was giving an example.
I haven't really been eating rice like that, but it's like if it comes across, like if it gets offered to me, like sometimes, like I've been offered food with carbs in it and I've eaten it, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't on my own, like I haven't on my own went out of my way to eat any carb heavy foods. But I actually don't have anything crazy or interesting this week to talk about, to be honest. I was going to recommend that we do something else for this week because I had nothing else to talk about, but you seemed pretty married to your, you had something to talk about this week.
Yeah, he wants to update the audience. That man's are getting a car.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a whip so I can, fulfill my needs of having a vehicle so I can go and do my DJ gigs without having to use my mother's car and being able to
Or
get...
calling Ubers that are going to remove your...
Yeah, or calling Ubers and saying, this not truck.
Was that his accent?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was hilarious.
This Uber not truck. This Uber not
One of
truck.
the Indian mans, man.
I don't think he was Indian. He was definitely just like...
wasn't?
Nah, he was like Middle Eastern, maybe Arabic, something like that.
How about you, Ale?
As far as my week goes, went to the gym twice.
Hey.
Did some legs and upper body as usual. And other than that,
You did shit all.
no, just job hunting. And
Oh, okay.
I've been job hunting for the past fucking couple weeks now, though.
Okay.
So
Damn.
hopefully
I
get
think I
something.
could get you something if you're...
Can I get banana?
Nah. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I thought I was getting hired, but I don't think I'm going to get hired anymore.
Damn. What'd you do?
The criminal history check.
Bomba Clark.
That's honestly
Something came up.
Okay, can you argue for why that makes sense, or are you on the opposite side in terms of denying people the opportunity to get reassociated back? Reinstituted back into society by denying them like the ability to work jobs, especially low jobs?
If it's the job is a private company, you could deny people based off of whatever criteria that you feel like is necessary. So I'm not necessarily mad at that. It just is the way life is. Just unfortunate.
My one buddy who actually does a lot of like photography and videography and stuff like that. Like he has like very like high-end equipment and shit. He was actually saying that he might have some editing for us to do because like he does paid gigs and shit like that.
I thought you said he was. I was hoping you were gonna say, he might have some extra high-end cameras that he wants to give us. I'm like, oh damn,
that would be sick.
What the fuck kind of fantasy land do you live in where people are just giving out equipment
for people to use? Some niggas got it like that,
somewhere,
bro.
Where? I'm sure somewhere someone's gotten some free equipment.
Yeah, bro.
Probably if they're wealthy.
I'm pretty sure Tommy just got a text and he got a fucking monitor out of nowhere.
True. I think that you're being a little pessimistic.
You're comparing a monitor.
How much is
it? You're being pessimistic here, fam. People give away stuff all the time, bro.
Yeah, but in our capacity of people that
we're not saying that it's likely to happen to us. We're just saying that it is. If someone's brought up that it happened, I wouldn't act like it was such an impossible thing that like, oh my gosh, somebody gave away cameras. Like, nah, it's not likely, but it is possible. It's not impossible for it to happen.
A nigga could be generous, man.
Yeah.
Saying if you had the money and especially the capability to, and you saw someone like coming up like the way that we were coming up,
and you just bought a bunch of new cameras and shit like that, and you'd probably just give away the old ones.
But that's what I'm saying is like, it's not a man like of that type of capacity.
Oh, you were talking about him like he was like that though.
He's like us. He's just a nigga that does does media.
Oh.
Yeah.
But okay, let's actually start our show. You guys ready to start our show for real?
Wagwan right now. Do we have a waste youth of the week?
Oh, we could do waste youth of the week still. It would be literally the one that I wanted to talk about.
Well, I don't know what the fuck it's about, so if you want, you can.
You want to do waste youth of the week?
Waste youth of
the week. We have an executive from JP Morgan who is accused of turning her employee into an office sex slave. How fucked? So I'm gonna read out the description here.
Wait. So she's an executive at JP Morgan?
Yes.
Is that like a bank?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest banks.
I would like to work for
I believe JP Morgan. Yeah, I believe JP Morgan.
Are they hiring?
That's actually a lot of what people are saying in comments and making their own reels and shit like that. But
hire me any day.
Bro, I swear men aren't beating the allegation.
Bro. So like I said, JP Morgan executive accused of turning her employee into a office sex slave. She allegedly forced the employee to suck her toes and have sex with her if he wanted a promotion. JP Morgan is sticking with the executive. Wow, that's fucked. Saying there isn't evidence to support the claims and that the employee didn't cooperate properly when asked. All right.
I would like to take her out of waste youth of the week. She is not. Do you have any more on this, or is this all we have?
We're about to watch a video that's going to explain.
Okay, I was about to say, bro. I was say we don't have enough.
It was filed in New York this week alleging that an executive director at JP Morgan turned one of her employees into an intercourse slave, even though he did not want to partake in any of the acts, including sucking her toes. JP Morgan is standing with their employee and saying that the employee that filed the lawsuit did not cooperate properly with HR after filing a complaint. Glamorous JP Morgan exec accused of turning married male broker into her office slave. Claims of obscene force acts that made him cry, and also she was spiking his drink with drugs like Viagra because he allegedly couldn't get hard for her. Hajdini, allegedly, she's Albanian, be careful, allegedly ordered him to suck her toes, pushed him to the ground, and sat on his face, berating him when he was unable to sustain arousal. Hajdini has been at JP Morgan.
Yo, we shouldn't be laughing if this is actually a real case.
I'm laughing.
But that is fucking crazy, bro.
Death by snoo. Death by snoo.
Yo.
What do you mean?
Fucked.
Yo.
This is fucked.
The woman
Homie couldn't handle a real freak.
Fam.
I mean, he didn't want freaking.
He's like Rooks. He's vanilla.
No, he didn't want
married.
Vanilla.
The nigga didn't want it.
Married. The mans aren't allowed to be loyal.
Nah, he should
So
have.
you're cheating. You're a cheating ass nigga once you're married. If you have
For a
if
promotion,
if you have a bad ass fucking supervisor, superior in your position that can give you a promotion,
This
you're
nigga's
going.
folding. He's folding
You're
like a lawn chair.
Babe, I'm doing this for us.
Oh my gosh. We're continuing with the video.
What, you guys want to move from Oakville to Hamilton?
Executive director.
What?
Oh, you guys want to move from Oakville to Hamilton? That's what I'm gonna have to say to my family. You guys want to move from Oakville to Hamilton?
Don't you mean from Hamilton to Oakville?
Nah, because at this point we're already living in Oakville because I've been sticking beef stick in that in the boss. But continue.
Since February 2021. The lawsuit also accuses JP Morgan Chase of enabling the alleged abuse and retaliating against the banker after he reported it, claiming the firm placed him on involuntary leave, destroyed his reputation, and allowed threats against him to continue while Hajdini and others went unpunished. There are some pretty unbelievable quotes in this. Doe said in complaint that Hajdini invited him out for drinks, but he declined. In response, she allegedly said, "If you don't F me soon, I'm going to ruin you. Never forget, I effing own you." According to the lawsuit, Hajdini said, "Do you want to get promoted at the end of the year or not? Do you want a future at JP Morgan? It's that simple. I don't know why you're fighting this." Hajdini then allegedly removed her shirt, began fondling her breasts, and racially insulted Doe's wife, remarking, "I bet your little Asian fish head wife doesn't have these kids."
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Something about this just sounds like
Fake?
Yeah, like
It sounds fake
like
as
it's
fuck.
like it sounds like the part that you usually skip.
Wait. Taking the comment says it's difficult seeing someone else live your dreams.
Yo.
Bro, this comment gets me every fucking time. My lobster too buttery, my steak too juicy.
I don't get it.
Yo, it's complaining about how good it is.
Oh,
It's like, oh man, damn, this
That's
steak is too
crazy.
nice. Oh damn. That's a problem.
Damn,
that's crazy.
damn, it really didn't take that much to fill my gas tank today. That's kind of whack.
That's crazy. You play the video?
This is all fake. Unbelievable writing by whoever put this out there. "You're gonna need to earn it, my little Arab boy toy," Doe alleges she told him during a work social event at her private members club. During the same event, he claimed she reportedly groped his groin under the table and spat in her hands, running them over his neck and head. This is the dream for a lot of people, but I do want to say this is not
Whoa, whose dream? Whose dream? You're letting a girl spit in her hand and rub you down? In public?
On a good day.
His neck, his neck and head, or his shafts.
He's talking about at a table.
Yeah.
Under the table?
No,
No.
running them over his neck and head.
Okay, continue playing this stupid ass video.
But I'm saying, are you letting a girl do that to you in public?
Spit on my neck
Spit in her hand
and rub it on my neck.
and on your head.
I'm catching a domestic in public.
Exactly.
Not cool. I would hate for that to happen to me. But no, I shouldn't be joking about that. Then, allegedly, on his birthday, Hajdini went up to him and said, "Birthday BJ for the brown boy, my little brown boy." Again, worst nightmare. No, I'm kidding. I can't.
Did Akash write
this?
this?
It's a joke. Can't be doing this in a workplace, misogyny. But this is all alleged. As I said, J.P. Morgan's standing by her. J.P. Morgan Chase said a thorough internal investigation found no evidence to support the accusations. Following the investigation, we don't believe there's any merit to these claims, said the spokesperson. While numerous employees cooperated with the investigation, the complainant refused to participate and has declined to provide facts that would be central to support his allegations.
You know what? You know who's the waste dude of the week?
The man's
John Doe. Because, like, fam, what do you mean you're putting out all these allegations, blah, 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 but then when it comes down to the real thing, you're like, like, I don't want to provide more information than I need to. Yeah, you're a waste, you fam.
So do you guys think this is real or not?
You know what? I think... I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
do you
know.
think this is real or not?
Because, like, the fact that it's about a specific person, it's like, what did she do for someone to want to do this to her?
She's a boss. A nigga who fired me at Walmart's lucky I didn't do that shit to them.
Fam. Was it a woman?
Yeah.
Damn.
She lucky I didn't do that shit to her.
Damn.
That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Rooks, I want you to take a strong stance. Yes or no? Pick a side.
That's what I'm
Who is
saying.
wrong?
I think John Doe is waste dude of the week.
Okay,
that's
so
my
not-
strong stance.
So it's not the lady. So do you believe this is real or not?
I think it could be partially real. I think it could be partially real, and
I'm tired of these half stances.
He could be boosting it. He could be boosting it because maybe he's trying to get some type of monies out of the people then because they were doing him dirty or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of my standpoint on it, is that I think she did something to him. It wasn't sexual.
That's very in the middle.
Okay. I think that she did something to him that he didn't like. It might have not been sexual, but he felt like, all right, you're gonna do me dirty like that. I'm just gonna put a sexual assault accusation on you.
That's such a fair, equal thing. You did something that I don't like. I'm going to put a sex crime on you and lie.
Yeah,
What?
that's why
Bitches do it all the time.
Yeah,
so,
facts.
hey.
Bitches do it all the time.
So what do you think, Ayo?
I don't think this is real. I think because it sounds straight. I can imagine the nigga was watching some videos and he was like, that's some good inspiration right there.
This is stupid as fuck. This is dumb as fuck. Cause like you are a man, bro. And how many times does a woman have to sexually assault you for you to either leave, quit, or make a report? How many times?
Yeah, there's too
He
many.
was working there for how long for her to be sexually assaulting him this many times?
Damn, it could have been multiple times in the same day.
To the point where you're saying that like you're trying to, you have a wife, she's forcing you to have sex and you're not getting hard, and you have to suck her toes. This is happening over multiple occasions. You're doing all this different type of shit. Like pain is being involved in all this different. No. Like why? If you were reporting this, it was either consensual at first, and then it didn't work in your way, so you tried to flip it back at her. I don't know, but this is stupid.
Type shit.
That might be a thing.
Maybe she stopped fucking, and he was like, "Damn, now I gotta go back to my Asian wife with her fish head ass." And actually fuck.
Imagine he came up with all those disses. Yeah,
Dissing his own wife. Yo,
I wonder if that
like,
actually
yeah,
went to
babe.
court, because I think that was so fucking stupid. That was so dumb.
Well, I mean, like I was saying, like that's why I do feel like it is either he was boosting or the whole thing is fake, because it's like, what do you mean that, kind of what I said before, it's like, what do you mean that you want to put all these allegations up, and then when it comes down to like the real like testimonial and like
You don't want to cooperate.
you don't want to cooperate.
yeah.
Waste suit of the week, fam.
But then how is it a real actual case if he doesn't want to? Well, he didn't want to cooperate with HR.
That's what I'm saying.
but he might
He
like,
might just not want to cooperate with HR because HR works for the company.
well, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it.
No,
This
we
is-
won't.
I will.
We're never gonna-
I will.
Rooks will.
No, you might
I will.
randomly see this on the internet.
That's how everybody sees everything. No.
No, but
It is.
Continue.
But-
Next up, we have local news.
Okay, so there was a 14-year-old boy who's wanted after allegedly fatally shooting a 16-year-old in a downtown Hamilton mall. That at downtown Hamilton Mall was Jackson Square. Ironically, kind of close to home in this situation, my baby mother was actually in Jackson when this happened. So there was a lockdown and she got locked inside for a little bit, and like, you know, so I was getting the live details that something was happening. When I did hear that it was a 14-year-old killing a 16-year-old, I was like very distraught because that's very unconventional. And like, you know, that you see the 14-year-old's on the run. He's still on the run and he hasn't been caught. But like, you know, rest in peace to the 16-year-old who passed away. The 16-year-old was Nabil Escafi at Jackson Square Mall in downtown Hamilton. Rest in peace to him. And I hope that they catch that little nigga.
Man.
That does bring kind of like a wider conversation for me in terms of like
safety.
Well, I'm scared of these YNs.
Oh,
Facts.
I feel like if you are like a teenager, like a 14-year-old, like 17-year-old, if you start talking shit to me in public, I'm scared. You got it, young blood. Like you got it, youngin, because I feel like they'll actually do it to you.
Sorry to cut you off, but this is something that super duper annoys me about a lot of people. There's a comment that says, "What the fuck is going on, Canada? I thought handguns were illegal." That literally doesn't mean shit.
That was a sarcastic comment.
What is it?
Yes,
how do you know?
Because it's an ongoing thing about when they went to do the banning on guns and stuff like that. They're saying, if guns are banned, how come? Yeah, that's impossible for things to be happening because guns are banned in Canada. So yeah, that's kind of like a backhanded type of like sarcastic type thing.
Someone else said, yeah, please ban guns worldwide at this point. Bring back spears or something.
So there could be a 14-year-old killing a 16-year-old with a spear? But this is fucked up though.
Yeah, so again, as per Twitter, unwarranted, Twitter just be sending me the dumbest shit. But I feel like I've been seeing a lot of stuff like this, and I feel like kids, the reason why YN seems scary is because one is that there's a lot of media that is kind of making them, because they're susceptible at that age. They're very, very susceptible. So there's a lot of media that's kind of feeding into them, their heads, and kids be crashing out. I'm sure like all of us have gotten into fights as kids.
There's always been media though.
Yeah, but it's like,
is there a reason why in this generation we feel like the younger heads are kind of like a little easier to crash out than the older heads rather than like in previous generations?
Although I can't pinpoint it, I feel like it has to do with media. It has to have something to do with media. Because there's nothing really else that has changed but media.
Lots have changed in this whole entire world besides media.
To affect the way that people act out?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that's changed in the world. Like I don't know the answers, but I feel like pointing it at media is just the lazy answer because that's what everybody does, just pointing it at media. When we grew up with Grand Theft Auto in our days,
facts.
When we grew up with like, there was a lot less censorship back when we were growing up, so we seen a lot of things. Like, sure, Twitter is a place where you can see a lot of uncensored things, but overall, I don't even feel like the younger generation's on Twitter like that anyway. So
you don't think that kids were crashing out in your generation?
They were.
Just didn't know about it?
No, 100% kids were crashing out. 100% kids have always been crashing out. But I do feel like in this generation, I feel like the younger, it could just be me getting old and being more aware at an older age. That could be it. But I do feel like when I do look around, I'm more scared of a younger person. I feel like they're more susceptible to crash out than I do feel of the older people. I feel like the gangsters in our age, they were more about getting money. The gangsters in this age is more about being savage and drilling and killing. You know what I'm saying? Like senseless murders. That's what it's about. I don't feel like there was 14-year-olds even carrying a gun that commonly growing up, like in my age. You know what I'm saying?
Not
like 14. That's grade 9, bro. Like that's. I don't know if it was very common for grade 9s to be holding guns.
It was one of those things where it was like, you might know one
or two, you know what I'm saying?
And it's like, by the time like grade 11 rolls around, they've been in jail.
Yeah.
You know, like, but for the fact that, we're seeing this, and then I feel like something similar like this happened not too long ago again, too.
There was a minor, I'm pretty sure, who shot that lady in the mall.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is like I feel like that is too, I guess you could say too often for that specific age group.
I do feel like that is your adolescence is very susceptible to make those type of poor decisions when you're easily influenced and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
yeah, I just don't want to put it all on media because I feel like there has been media throughout all of existence that could have contributed to this type of behavior. But I don't know.
Do you
Exactly
think
what
these kids
it
are
is.
stealing these guns from people?
Nah, I don't think so.
You
I
think they have the money to buy, or you think they're being?
I think it's a case by case basis.
Yeah,
True.
but
Some people might have the money. Like some kids be starting selling drugs at a young age.
That's fair.
I kind of also believe that it's a lot of when there's a will, there's a way. So it's like if you really, really feel like you want to have a gun, you'll be able to get a gun.
Or you just know people who have
You know
guns,
people who
so
have
you
guns.
can
Yeah.
use theirs even if it's not yours. You're just
Yeah.
holding it for someone.
yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
because I saw a video of a kid getting his gun snatched, and he was trying to show his friends. He was like, "Yo, like look at this real quick." Gave it to the guy. Guy took it. He was like, "Yeah, that's sick." Yeah, like yeah, that's mine.
yeah,
little
that's
nigga.
mine now.
Like, oh, please give it back.
Like-
Nah, nigga.
Oh, please.
I have the power now.
What? Give it back or what?
Niggas
This
walked
nigga
off.
blocking the sock. But rest in peace to the child that died, and I hope they do catch the 14-year-old that they're looking for.
Yeah.
They put his picture out everywhere and shit
Yeah.
like that. So it's crazy, like having your picture out wanted at that young age. But you know, we're living in a crazy world, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it always hits crazier when it's closer to home. But you know, pray for Hamilton.
Yeah.
But in more global news, what we got here
White House.
is
More shootings.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
we're getting all the shootings out of the way
Yeah.
quickly.
The
Real
amazing
motherfucking quick.
world of guns. Do you guys ever
Wait,
wish?
wait. There's the Wikipedia to get that out too.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What were you gonna say though,
Do
AO?
you guys ever wish guns would never exist, like were never invented?
Nope.
Because you're worried about the knives and spears and shit, because those are harder deaths, right?
Nah, I feel like guns helped our progression a lot.
Well, because remember, like guns are just based off pyrotechnics.
Guns helped our progression a lot in the world and like help us get to where we are. And I don't want to live in a world where, I don't want to try to fathom a world where that didn't happen, because that could possibly result in me not being born.
Oh, I was about to ask you, don't you think that that's just existence bias?
Yeah, we're all biased to our existence.
Because it's like you're biased to your existence because you exist, but if you didn't exist, you wouldn't care because you don't exist.
Yeah,
We're getting deep,
probably.
folks, but hey.
Yeah, you're right. You're right in saying that, but hey.
Oh yeah, I'm alive now.
Hey man, you know how it is, man. Okay, so DOJ. What's DOJ? District of Justice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
See, I've been reading. So, District of Justice releases clearer footage of Cole Allen trying to storm the White House.
Correspondence Dinner.
Okay, here we go. Oh, there's no sound. Okay, so what we're looking at here right now is they are actually. So I'm just going to pause it so I can actually explain.
They're standing around.
So they're standing around. It's a bunch of police officers, and then some of the police officers are trying to fix a metal detector. And we're just looking at security cam footage right now, and it's just rolling. Everything seems normal. Mans are still trying to fix up the metal detector. Everything still seems normal. This is definitely way longer than it needed to be. And then there's a man running in with a gun. Oh, he did shoot. Oh, damn. Damn.
Did he actually shoot?
Yeah. You see it for like a split second.
They look like they don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. You see it for literally a split second. I hate how long this video is, but
Yeah.
wow, and I'm an idiot. I didn't even put it on the fucking screen. So
Okay,
we're
now
gonna
we're
put that
watching
on the
it
screen.
again.
Now we're watching it on the screen.
You didn't put that on the screen the whole time?
No, so we'll watch it again. It's okay because we want to see like
Just don't talk through it the whole time, please.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
I mean, it's not like there's any sound or anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So our audio listeners are just gonna. Here we go. Watch. Boom.
I don't know if he shot though.
It's hard to tell because like you don't know if there's a flash
because there was no
sound.
flash.
Yeah.
I didn't see a muzzle flash.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting.
They really trying to get this nigga Trump, man.
Yeah, bro.
They trying to get his ass.
Well,
Bro.
fuck, they got Charlie Kirk.
I
which is
can't
That's
just
nothing close to a president. So.
I can't help.
But that's what I'm saying is like you have a nigga like Charlie Kirk and like he just
That was
talks,
fucked.
you know, and then like
was fucked.
nigga got sniped.
He's easy to get
That was
though.
fucked.
That's all I'm saying.
Y'all still think it was a? Do you ever think it was a conspiracy or? Just yes or no. You don't have to like explain the conspiracy. Like, do you think it's a conspiracy or not?
I think some parts, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Of Charlie Kirk getting shot?
Yeah.
Conspiracy in what capacity?
In the capacity that the assailant was not actually
The person and the reason I can be skeptical about that.
yeah. So like it was actually a hit by like higher authorities than just some guy crashing out.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
There's a lot of people that are like going into whether or not, you know, all the inconsistencies and shit like that.
Yeah. I could see that.
Can you pull up the Wikipedia?
Yep. Here we go. Okay, so
On the evening of April 25th, 2026, gunshots were fired near the main security screening area of the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner at the Washington Hilton in Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump, First Lady Melania Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and members of the cabinet were evacuated by Secret Service. It was the first White House Correspondents' Dinner that Trump had attended as a sitting president because he's never attended a White House Correspondents' Dinner ever before. Law enforcement officials identified the suspect as 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen, who allegedly intended to target multiple Trump administration officials. Allen was arrested near the screening area outside the banquet hall. Investigators believe he was staying at the hotel as a guest. One officer was struck in a bullet-resistant vest and is expected to recover. The suspect was taken to the hospital for a single knee injury, despite not being hit by gunfire. Oh my God, what an L.
I'm not, you know what?
The man hit the Peter Griffin.
I will say though, because typically when you see like police officers being involved, the security being involved in shootings, it's always like typically a negative connotation to that. But the fact that there was that much like trigger discipline to for getting hit, for getting shot,
but if
you
it
don't,
was a nigga,
you don't mag.
I felt like that would have been a good reason to gun a man down still. I'm not gonna lie. He actually tried to shoot one of them, but the vest caught it. You know what I'm saying? If there was any reason to be trigger happy with shooting somebody, it's in that specific situation. I've seen niggas rinse the clip, shoot a nigga 20 fucking plus times because they thought that his driver's license was a gun or some shit. This nigga actually pulled the trigger and shot a cop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you gotta give them the W for that trigger discipline.
No,
what W?
No, they're getting the L.
Fam, what do you mean?
AO is so backwards, bro.
Take that in for a second. What do you mean the man fell and that was the only injury?
The man fell and scraped his knee.
What do you mean that's the only injury you sustained?
Wait. A manifesto that officials attributed to Allen criticized Trump's administration policies, referred to himself as the friendly federal assassin, and stated that he intended to target administration officials. The manifesto did not name Trump, but stated, "I am no longer willing to permit to a pedophile, a PDF, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." On April 27th, Allen was charged with the 3 criminal counts using a firearm during a crime of violence, transportation of a firearm in interstate commerce with an intent to commit a felony, and attempting to assassinate a United States president. Yo, that last charge, like the first 2, I'm just like, okay. Yeah. But then the last charge is just attempting to assassinate a United States president. He didn't even get far enough to like, you know, do that, but his manifesto is kind of what makes him look bad.
Yeah. That is fucking crazy.
The incident was the third apparent attempt on Trump's life since 2024, following the July 2024 attempt near Butler, Pennsylvania, and the September 2024 attempt at Trump's golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. What? I didn't know it was 3. I thought it was 2.
Nah. Damn. There was another one.
Damn.
I remember the one at the beach.
Damn.
They found the nigga in the bushes creeping.
Whoa.
You were in Africa.
That's fucked. Whoa. No, it says 2024. Right? That's fucked. It says okay. It says this is also the second apparent presidential assassination attempt.
How long has he been president for again?
Too damn long.
I think he's going now on 5 years in total. Or are you talking about this term?
This term.
Oh, I think he's going on a year. For
Oh,
sure.
well,
Yeah, at least.
this guy's fucked. He's
Either
going down.
way,
He's copping L's.
That's fucked, bro.
No, is he because they always get in like January, right? That's
Nah,
when they
fuck
always
that.
start.
The shooter, he's copping L's.
Yeah.
Nigga barely accomplished shit. Man got nothing.
Threw his life away.
Threw his
This
life
man
away.
threw his life away. He's not.
Well, I mean, even if he did accomplish what he wanted to accomplish, he's still throwing his life away.
I know, but now he
Facts.
did it with doing.
But the
like,
fact that he
literally doing
didn't even
nothing.
get it done and
bro,
still threw his life away. I wonder if they take that into account. Like, if it's like, yo, what if I don't complete the mission?
How long do you think he's gonna do?
Long time, 25
Yeah.
years.
I feel like you're probably gonna get life. You shot a cop.
Look, it's like think about how many niggas are getting the charge of attempting to assassinate the United States president.
Yeah, let's see how much that.
Should we look that up? Yo.
Yeah. Chat GPT.
Okay, hold on. Let me put down the mic real quick. We're at one time so I can have both of my hands. Chat GPT.
This man's talking the most without a mic too. Crazy.
Okay, what is the
You're not
sentence? Fuck! What is the sentence for attempt?
Imagine if ChatGPT flags you was like, yeah, we gotta keep an eye on this nigga. Listen, Rooks,
Assassinate.
Listen, Rooks guy.
To assassinate a
Oh no.
President of Prez.
That was the craziest way of spelling assassinate.
Attempting to assassinate a president is treated as one of the most serious crimes in many countries, but the exact sentence depends on the legal system and circumstances. In the United States, under federal law, attempting to assassinate the president can result in, life in prison in some cases, a very long fixed sentence, decades in prison, or additional charges like weapons offenses can increase the penalty. So, okay, so it's talking about Ronald Reagan in 81. The attacker, John Hinckley Jr., was found not guilty by reason of insanity and spent decades in a psychiatric hospital rather than a traditional...
Fuck the beat. I was trying to beat the case.
rather than a traditional president.
Do you think that's a way out of a sentence?
Getting, how hard it is to get insanity?
That takes a lot.
It's hard to
Yeah.
get insanity, bro.
But also, I guess,
you gotta actually be insane, bro.
Do you think it was the same kind of caliber of what's the word I'm looking for? Screening in 1980 compared to now
For what?
For insanity.
for insanity?
Well, probably not, but
Because like
We
I
know
feel
so
like
much
I
more
feel
about
like
mental health and shit now.
yeah,
right?
because I feel like in the 80s maybe mans could have literally just been like, nah, I'm crazy, bro. What was that? See, I'm crazy, bro.
I doubt it.
I hear the birds talking.
But
They told me to do it.
But furthermore, I'm happy that everybody is safe.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Yeah.
Bulletproof doing the bulletproof job. You know what I'm saying?
And they need to lock this nigga up.
They did
Facts.
lock that man up.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of stupid prizes,
Nick Fuentes.
Oh boy.
Damn.
You want to read this, Ale?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Nick Fuentes releases video of himself pushing a woman who tried to enter his home after doxing him. Battery charges against him was dismissed.
So this actually happened a while ago. I heard about this a while ago and I seen some stills, but now the actual video have been released. And I don't like Nick Fuentes. I don't support Nick Fuentes. I don't fuck with Nick Fuentes. But I'm not mad at him for
Pushing
this
this
happening
lady?
in this situation. So let's see the
100%.
video.
Let's see the video.
Okay, doc. Put up the volume.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
You took her phone too?
Yeah.
That's hard. That's super hard.
Go to the other video.
That is super hard.
Here's the other.
Oh, the POV? Okay, I haven't seen this.
Hi. Oh my
Bam!
God! What are you doing?
And hold that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nigga.
She actually flew with that push too.
Flew, fam. And took the phone. Yeah.
God damn.
I thought he would have said something to the camera. That would have been crazy.
How do you beat the case?
What do you mean, how to beat the case? She was on his property.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that isn't. Is that
Depends what
warranty
state.
that you can push though? like
Depends
that?
on, you could shoot somebody for being on your
Being on
property.
your property, yeah.
In certain
It
states.
depends on your state, bro.
So niggas can't be door to door knockers.
You can, but like if you show up to someone like this, and because I guess the whole premise of it is that she was doxing him, right?
She was harassing him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there has to be previous history because
that's what
if
I'm
a man
saying.
just came to say, "Hey, do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?"
But it
Like,
wasn't a random person, though. It wasn't a random
I
person.
know.
It was somebody who clearly knew who he was and was trying to antagonize him and harass him because of who he is. And that was clear. You know what I'm saying? He did get arrested for it. He beat the case. I don't think that. I think that that's the case where you should be able to beat. Do you not think so?
I just don't know the details of like what like what kind of again because it's like constant like being able to prove that this is the case. This person I felt threatened by this person or like they were invading my property or whatever shit like that.
Hey, well, they could always use the same excuse that you were going to use on the person inside the grocery store who called your mom the N-word.
What manipulate the case?
Yeah, you can manipulate the case for self-defense.
Hey, he beat it though.
beat that shit. This nigga beat that shit.
I wonder what case. Well, does it say what state that did happen in though?
Oh damn! No, it literally.
Cook County.
Cook County. Where is that? Should we look it up?
Nah, it's too much.
Cook County.
Cook County, the county where they get cooked, where old ladies get pushed.
And that was in 2024.
and maced.
Yeah.
2024. Damn.
Well, shout out to Nick Fuentes.
Shout out to Nick Fuentes, fam.
Do you guys feel like he should have took it a little easier on her because it's a woman?
No.
because it's
Fam,
a woman. No,
if you're harassing me and you actually show up at my address, you
deserve anything that's coming for you.
100%. I don't know what your intention is. You might be trying to put out my address.
or break into my house, I didn't
Break
know
it.
I don't know
You
if you're
could
trying to break
be
into my house.
scheming. You could be, like
Ooh, that reminds me of another story. Oh shit, I should have got that one down.
what?
Well, that one guy, the crazy guy who tried to break into the guy's house.
Nigga got popped?
Nigga got what?
Nah, he didn't. But I'll talk about it later.
Oh,
If we have time at the end, I'll show it.
fuck. You know what I should have put? I mean, to be honest, I could if we have time at the end, I'll put it in. But there's this video of a guy that had a bunch of police show up to his house, and this nigga was just sniping them. Just sniping.
That's
niggas,
fucked.
bro.
I don't know if can we show that on
You don't
YouTube?
actually see anything. It's more just like a compilation of all the body cams. It's like each nigga's just like, I'm hit. I'm hit.
Yeah,
Like, yo, that's
I don't know if we should
fucked.
include that in the
That's
podcast.
Hey man, John Wick.
Nigga.
Anyways, over to some more. That's fucking loud. Over to some more serious
Wait.
news.
How much time are we at?
We're not even at an hour. We're just approaching an hour.
We're moving through this fast.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what time we're at to see, the pace.
Little gauge, Little gauge. But so there's this guy named Dave. Fucking, you know what? He's wasted the month.
His name is David.
David. I don't give a fuck what his name is.
You said it's Dave. Like, where the fuck you get Dave from?
Dave, David, Dov, whatever.
DeVito. No, not DeVito. I don't want to put no.
Yeah,
I don't want
no.
to put no nonsense on DeVito's name. Shout out
Okay,
DeVito.
so we
Shout out
haven't
to
covered
DeVito.
this David story because we felt like a lot was still unfolding and there was a lot of details to get past. But now we feel like it's reached a point where it's kind of unavoidable. So I've gotten this little summary of everything that's gone on so far. There's a lot more details, obviously, that's not in this video. But I felt like this was a great summary to kind of leave us where to continue from so that we could cover this also in the future because everything seems to be unfolding at the moment. By the way, there's something I want to ask you guys.
Yes.
You guys we should watch a show together.
That sounds gay, bro.
watch a show. Isn't there copywriting issues with that?
On stream?
Not on the podcast.
No, yeah, that's even more gay.
What are we doing? Sitting together on the couch and eating
You want to
from the
hold
same
hands
popcorn?
too?
In the same blanket?
This is so crazy because now niggas.
Oh, okay, sorry. I feel like we have to tell chat. I feel like we have to tell chat why we're.
We don't have to tell chat anything.
We're berating Rex on making everything absolutely because he says pause so much. So now we're just alleging that anything that Rex suggests is slightly gay. But so, what kind of show are you thinking, brother?
I'm just thinking any trending show that we could that's popular that people talk about or whatever.
Oh, and then we can talk about it.
That, like, so if like a new episode happens every week, we watch the episode and then we talk about it as it comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like Power, there's gonna be a new Power show coming out. There's gonna be there could be reality shows like not whether it's a Love Is Blind or whether it's a fucking some sort of island or whatever.
I think something like that would be super good.
So speaking of Love Is Blind, I don't know.
Not to watch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
and talk about.
I don't know if it's out yet, but there's a Love Is Blind run by Nelk Boys.
No fucking way.
Charleston White in it.
Yo,
bro.
I kind of want to go for things that have fan bases attached to it already. If it's fairly new and we don't feel like people are covering it as much, then I don't really care about really like attaching to it. But if it's like one of those fan bases where you could tell that they have people who will watch the videos to keep up with that type of stuff, I'd rather dive into those. I don't want to
100%.
Like I do want to pay attention to the fan bases
for sure.
You don't want to watch a Love Is Blind with Charleston White and Nelk Boys.
Not if it seems like Drewski shit where it seems scripted and it doesn't seem like it's actually realistic. Then no.
Yeah, he's not following the rules of Love Is Blind at all.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's just like about getting clout and they're just doing a bunch of shit to be entertaining, then like, nah, I don't want to see that. I'd rather see something that's what actually gets the fan base is more engaged is when people are attached to the storylines for real. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it's a fake storyline, people are just there for laughs. They're not there to actually be like, oh, I wonder how this couple's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because then we can give our opinion on people's characters too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Instead of just being attracted to celebrity lore and like, you know, foolishness, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. We could definitely look into different shows, you know?
Yeah.
I got some connects in order to watch the shows without, you know?
Without having Netflix?
I'll just use Netflix.
Not everybody has Netflix, bro.
Hey, man.
I know when we were watching the 50 Cent, the Diddy doc, this guy made it really clear that it was difficult for him to find Netflix.
and also the connects that I have, you can do Netflix, you could do Paramount, you could do Disney.
So Nigerian.
Man's talking about connects that I have the whole time he's talking about the box.
I don't got a box.
The Android box.
I don't have a box.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? He's like, I can't snitch on my Nigerian.
The first Nigerian I met, and he gave me an Android box.
But furthermore, David.
David, the Waysuit. Here we go.
Song that was all over the internet. Its singer was arrested with child pornographic material after a teen's body was found in his car. During a recent hearing, prosecutors stated that they had around 40 terabytes of evidence against him, which includes the child pornography found on his phone. David, whose legal name is David Anthony Burke, rose to fame through TikTok when his music went viral in 2022. In September 2025, a dead body was found dismembered in a black zipper bag in the front trunk of the singer's Tesla. Police made the discovery after receiving a report of a foul odor coming from the vehicle which had been sitting in a tow yard. Celeste Rivas Hernandez was just 14 years old when her body was discovered. She had been reported missing since April 2024 and was last seen at David's house in Los Angeles. An autopsy report confirmed that the cause of her death was due to multiple penetrating injuries caused by an undisclosed object or objects. It also confirmed her body had been dismembered and was decomposed by the time she was found. Since then, the US police were investigating the case, but very few details were shared with the public about the investigation. The singer was in custody since 16 April 2026. Prosecutors shared that at the time of arrest, he also possessed a significant amount of images and videos depicting child pornography on his phone. He was charged with first-degree murder, murder for financial gain, and murdering a witness to an investigation.
These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances.
David had pleaded not guilty to the charges in the case. If found guilty, the singer could face life without parole or even the death penalty. On the other hand, his attorney said that they will vigorously defend David's innocence.
Say
That-
word.
That
Well, you
put
didn't
a-
know none of that?
That
No.
You didn't know none of that?
No.
that put a
Yo, what have you been paying attention to, bro?
I just, every time I see something about David, I just don't watch it.
But you didn't know all that was happening?
No.
That's insane, bro. Rest in peace to Celeste, first of all.
Yeah.
She was very young, had a lot of life left, and like no one deserves
that
to
shit
go
makes
out
me
like
honestly
that.
sick, bro. Like my stomach is like turning. Like,
Yeah, he was
that is
honestly a monster. Allegedly, if
fucking
everything
disgusting,
that he's accused of is true, he's a monster. Do you guys think that he did it?
100%, bro. What, bro? Did they say 40 terabytes?
Yeah,
Did they say 40 terabytes
Of CP?
40 terabytes.
One thing that I'm wondering though is that like, why wasn't there any charges for anything related to that? Because maybe because she passed away. Do you guys think that there may be charges for like charges for like, you know, the fact that he was with an underage girl?
I think there probably is there, but this summary probably just didn't add all the
Honestly,
charges.
They named 3 charges. I don't see. This seems very factual based. I don't see why they wouldn't name the rest of the charges.
Honestly,
if you look at the details of the case, there was like, there was other people her age blackmailing David, saying like, pay me or else I'm going to tell everybody that you're dating her type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
wow,
The man ordered a chainsaw off of Amazon.
bro. Oh my god.
She had his name tattooed on her finger for like like this.
I could throw up, bro.
Like and his name was on her finger and her name was on his finger. Apparently he had pictures of her from grade 5, from her grade 5 graduation. Like when you look into the details of this case and like I think that he wasn't alone.
Oh, 100%.
No, you definitely have to have people around you to like help cover up what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that the family was involved.
Because she was missing for like how long? And man's didn't put a police report saying she was missing, all that shit. Bro.
Even after the fact, how you think they should react after something like that, I feel like the public is going more hard for Celeste than her own family is. They finally released a statement recently, and it seemed scripted. It didn't seem that intimate. And it just makes me raise questions about how much they knew about this, considering that apparently they did know that their 14-year-old child was dating David, who's a full-grown adult, however old he is.
He was probably paying them.
Yeah, that's why niggas are blackmailing him.
That's
because he's paying people off.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could. Yeah, cause and I guess
Dan, you
I
guys
don't
know David's music?
No,
I know that song that she played.
I don't.
Every time I've heard a song, it was pretty good. But it's like, I never listened to him, so I don't have anything to be attached to his music. Do you guys think his music should be canceled? Like, I've heard some people say that they should, like, they're talking about his record label, and they're basically saying that his record label should drop him. But if the record label drops him, then he'll be able to make more money from being independent because his music is getting streamed more than ever. But the record label is the one who's profiting, So do you think that they should be a thing where when someone is this heinous that they should remove their music from all streaming services and like have like that type of ban on it?
Hello, Alexis. Wagwan.
I would say
I think that people don't have a good enough understanding of how the fuck music money actually works. And the reason why I say that is because essentially just going based off of what you just said, it's like, well, yeah, if he gets dropped from his label, then all of his money is literally just going to him. So what the fuck is that going to change?
Aside from the money aspect, do you feel like his music shouldn't be out there, that they shouldn't have? Do you feel like
his music should just disappear off the face of the earth?
I would say that what they could do is that instead of taking his music off the face of the earth, they could demonetize it.
I'm pretty sure that's what YouTube did. I think YouTube demonetized it.
Yeah, you just demonetize it everywhere. So it's like,
well, you also have to remember
benefit from it.
Every single any platform that exists is essentially private property. So each company is individually responsible for what they demonetize or what they take down or what they allow to be showed on their platforms, right? So that would be awesome if, like, someone does something fucked up and they just Andrew Tate them, but that's unfortunately not really the reality, because there's a lot of like politics and shit surrounding that stuff.
I don't agree with that whole cancellation thing. I'm pretty sure you guys know where I stand on.
Yeah, but we're not canceling him. We're just demonetizing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm good with the demonetization idea, but when you're talking about if we were to even have the idea of wiping all his music off of all platforms, I'm against that. I feel like people should still be allowed to enjoy his music.
Yeah,
if they want to, if they choose to,
if they choose to, they should be allowed to. They should be allowed to enjoy his music, and I should be allowed to listen to R. Kelly and King Von. Hey, I'm just saying that we have to set the standard.
All roads lead back to Diddy and R. Kelly at the end.
Well, not Diddy. I don't feel like the Diddy one. I don't feel like people really boycott Diddy's music. You know,
but R. Kelly, all roads lead back to R. Kelly.
Yeah,
it's funny because there was a point. There was a little small window where people were like, "Oh, like boo if you hear Diddy at the club," and it's just like, you're gonna have to boo Mary J. Blige, like, because it's like, bro, there's
too many connections,
like, there's
bro.
way too many connections, bro. Like, there's not much you can do about it. I get the R. Kelly thing, but like even then, it's like,
I'm not canceling Space Jam. I keep telling y'all.
Even after Neek's explanation as to how she sees everything through the lens of.
That's her. I support her right to cancel whatever she doesn't want to support in her own right, but just don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the idea of judging others based off like, oh, you didn't cancel this? Oh, shit, you must support it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But furthermore, David is a piece of shit, in my opinion. Do you guys think he should get the death penalty?
Ooh. I honestly thought that didn't exist anymore, so I was surprised when I saw that.
Niggas die from the death penalty every year.
Smoke him.
I didn't know that.
Death penalty, yes or no, AO?
No, I don't think it needs that death penalty.
I think you need to kill that nigga still.
Smoke him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And the only reason I say that is because like the man was a legit pedophile and a murderer.
And he has a bunch
and
of child
decapitator. Porn. And like, bro, there's so much things under his belt right now. Like, you are literally like en route for one of the worst pieces of shits in humanity.
The man is
you know
sick.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you killed a 14-year-old girl that you were sleeping with since she was younger than 14, and you decapitated her and left her in the trunk. Left the whole world. You made songs about it, and you left the whole world to have this mystery. Mystery about the whole situation. And
Definitely
you had CP. You had 40 terabytes, they said?
Some stupid shit
of
like that.
Of CP. Yeah. Like, nah, bro, jail's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what I just took in? Wow, I'm a waste you. A big part of my week, sorry to bring it back, the only reason why I'm talking about it was my niece's 16th birthday.
Hey, shout out to Sweet 16
on Sunday. Sorry, that only came to my head because like the reason why that shit makes me sick is because like, yeah, bro, it's just like I have nieces that like are that age. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that shit's just
fucked.
Yeah, it literally makes me want to throw up, bro. Like, it makes me sick. Really, really sick. Anyways,
I'm happy he's finally in jail. They took a really long time to lock him up. So
yeah,
way too damn long.
Went through his whole tour and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, he canceled his tour as soon as it happened, did not?
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure that
he continued.
Nah, he was off that as soon as the allegations came out.
You
think that people were actually lining up to see this nigga in person?
I mean,
they did for R. Kelly.
When the allegations first came out, there are people that were
there's still people who don't think he did it.
Yeah. I know there's
that's fucking crazy.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's crazy for people to think that he didn't do it. There's a lot of room for conspiracy around this whole story. To assume, and like the way that he's been going about it too, with how silent he's been, I think that there's reasonable reasons to think that that the whole story is not clear, and that if maybe he could have been involved, or maybe he knows something more than he should, but he might not have done it. If someone was to present a reasonable story, I think it's possible. I personally think he did it though.
Yeah, I think even if he's found not guilty, I don't think his career is ever going to be the same.
100%. Your career is never the same after something like that.
Yeah,
but I didn't even know who he was before this. So
facts, big facts.
Yeah,
got to do a better job of promoting yourself. Jokes. Anyways,
all right.
We are now on to
Megan and Klay Thompson.
Some shit that we can laugh about for once. Meg Thee Stallion confirms her split from Klay Thompson. Okay, hold on. I want to ask something. Did you guys think that this relationship was going to last?
Free Tory.
Free Tory. Did you guys think this relationship was going to last?
Free Tory.
Free Tory.
Well, honestly, I really didn't know. I didn't know if it was gonna last at first. I'm
Honestly,
not gonna lie. I wasn't like one of those people who was just like 100% it's not gonna last. I was rooting on their downfall because of
Facts.
my bias hate for Meg. Like, you know, I have a lot of hate for Meg, so I was rooting on her downfall in whatever relationship she pursues. But you know, I can't say that I thought that this was going to end like this.
Would you say there's a lot of karma that is kind of, you know, that she's
I
getting
don't
the
know if I
retribution
believe
of?
in karma, so I don't know if I could put that on her, but I do believe that it is not a crazy pattern to see how her relationships unfold.
Austin Brooks said death penalty for sure. We agree with you, Austin.
Kill that nigga.
Yeah, smoke that nigga.
But for me, I think that I felt that it was gonna last. You know,
That's crazy.
From the videos that I saw, Klay Thompson seemed like a nice gentleman.
He's a light skin.
You see how easy it is? You see how easy it is to be like, oh, Klay Thompson seemed like a nice gentleman. Da, 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 da. We don't know none of these niggas.
That's why I said he seemed like a nice gentleman.
Based off of what?
The videos that I saw.
I know, but that's such propaganda, though. That's such easy propaganda to fall for when saying like, oh yeah, Klay Thompson seems like a nice guy because we don't know shit about him and he doesn't seem that very loud about his life. You know, I think that. Like, you know, we didn't think that I didn't see any red flags that were blaring that would make me feel like this would come to an end. Everything that they were showing seemed to be positive. So I was going off of that. But like I said, I've been rooting on Meg Thee Stallion's downfall. So this has been like a pleasant surprise for me.
You want to hear my unrealistic thought about this? I think Klay Thompson was doing this shit as a setup on purpose. I feel like he's probably a Tory fan. And he was like, you know what? Let me ruin this bitch's life.
Free Tory.
Free Tory. And he was just like, yeah, let me get out. He was like, wait, so everybody's been fucking this bitch? I'm Klay Thompson. I could fuck this bitch. And he went and he fucked this bitch and then fucked her life up and said, yeah.
I don't know if he fucked her life up,
life is not fucked up.
but
She's
he
fine.
definitely...
She's an idiot.
No, well,
okay,
I mean,
why is she an idiot?
By fuck her life up, I just simply mean like, yeah, like when girls get broken up with and like get cheated on,
But you know what? What makes it like? I guess
I think you're reaching. Still.
Huh? Well, I think what makes it hit home more for her though is the fact that like he took her to see his family. Like his dad was like, you know, I like that Megan girl. You know, she's in the kitchen cooking for the man and doing all the, you know what I'm saying? She thought she was wifey. She thought sooner or later, you know, he's gonna get down on one knee.
But that's what I'm saying is like, I feel like Klay Thompson already knew this bitch ain't no wifey, but I'm gonna treat her like it because that's what she wants.
Wait. You guys are kind of jumping the gun here. So the singer tells TMZ via her rep, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. Let's go to the next slide.
Fucking waste you, bitch.
And her story says, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet, in quotation, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all.
Damn. Yeah, I think she was wrong for blasting it on the internet.
Yes. That's the worst part about this, in my opinion.
About her blasting him? Yeah?
I think her blasting him is the worst part about this situation because honestly, the reason why the relationship doesn't work out is none of our business. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But she made it our business by making a story about it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that she shouldn't have made the story, and in her whole story, she takes no accountability and is playing the victim the whole entire time. She said, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet. So the cheating and then got cold feet kind of confuses me on whether he was actually cheating or whether he just got cold feet. And then it says holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment. Okay, you were a girlfriend. Okay, you held him down when he was going through shit during his regular season. while making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Cry about that. I just feel like she's being a victim in the whole situation. And even if she did get cheated on by Klay Thompson, I don't feel like this was the way to handle it. I thought you were gonna press a Young Thug. Fuck that, nigga.
Whoop-de-doo.
Facts though. Facts. But what do you guys think about this?
I think that it's just very, very interesting because like the internet was so invested in their relationship, like on like a parasocial level.
Lots of women are upset at Klay Thompson right now.
Yeah.
Fam, when are women not upset at a man for cheating on their girl, especially when it's a girl that has a fan base?
I don't know if he was actually cheating. I feel like I needed some confirmation on that.
Yeah.
You don't think a light-skinned nigga was cheating?
Damn, what is with this colorism? You're light skinned.
I am black. Both of my parents are very full black.
I don't think that's what light skin means.
I mean,
let's not get into the arguing about what light skin means.
Just because I'm lighter than you, too, does not make me
I don't consider you a light skin. I know.
So the mix is not light skin. Mixed is mixed.
I said, why are we arguing about this right now? Let's not argue about this right now.
Chat2Much.
Holy fuck. So, Klay Thompson, Meg Thee Stallion. I hate Meg because of the Tory shit. Yeah. Free Tory. And like, if you just look at her history and her relationships, I don't like the way she did Partisan Fontaine either. I didn't respect that. You know?
Yeah.
He actually had something to say in the situation. I don't know what.
I don't have that. You might want to add that.
No, it's all good. We don't have to.
So, in terms of how the internet is feeling, this guy's kind of summarizes how the women are looking at the whole situation.
This nigga always has something to say.
Michael Rappaport, I seen this. This was funny.
So he says that Klay Thompson has him hiding from his wife following breakup with Meg Thee Stallion. Oh shit.
I'm doing this video from the bed because I'm hiding from my wife because of you, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, you're up everything for everybody else. You cheat on Megan Thee Stallion. You got my wife and probably everybody else's wife and girlfriend thinking, well, if Klay Thompson is going to cheat on Megan Thee Stallion, what the are you going to do to me?
They were dating for
you got me up, Klay Thompson.
Nah, bro, I'm doing extra.
You got me hiding from my wife. My wife was like, yo. I said, I don't know Klay Thompson. I love the man, love him as a player. Love Megan Thee Stallion. I ain't got nothing to do with that. She's like, you get any big ideas? What? I'm not going to just do some shit on Instagram.
Oh.
And then she took out some scissors.
Oh.
The are you doing, Klay?
Yo.
So the reason why I added this is because it's just like I think there's something with the parasocialness, again, kind of like what you were talking about, like when women have a fan base, for some reason they're like convinced that they deserve the world. You know what I mean? Like nothing can ever happen to them, and it's kind of a split because like the girls are like, Meg Thee Stallion is like the bigger figure in this. Like, how dare Klay Thompson? And then it's like, but the guys are like, nigga, that's Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson?
Do you not know who the fuck Klay Thompson is? So like this is a video of a girl kind of talking from the perspective of women and how they see Klay Thompson in terms of like this whole scenario.
Before that, Rex, do you think that Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion are like equal in terms of fame?
No.
Who do you think is higher?
Meg Thee Stallion.
That's
really
fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
We're talking about fame, not just success. So if we're talking about who's more successful in their field, Klay Thompson is more successful in his field.
Okay,
but I think that Meg Thee Stallion is more famous. That's her job, because like Klay Thompson is famous in the sports world, sports people, but Meg Thee Stallion is just famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like an unfair type of comparison, you know?
But like, the whole thing is that a lot of the women, they're trying to downplay Klay Thompson's relevance because it's like, he's just a nigga that plays basketball. He was not even.
Well,
that.
I bet you more people who know Klay Thompson also know Meg Thee Stallion rather than the other way around. Like I don't feel like everybody who knows Meg Thee Stallion also knows Klay Thompson. You only know Klay Thompson if you will pay attention to sports.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If you pay attention to sports or not, you probably know Meg Thee Stallion because music is just something that's just like so accessible.
You have to remember that Meg Thee Stallion came out with WAP.
Yeah, that song was fucking insane.
Yeah, that was a huge song.
And it was an enormous song.
And the whole Tory situation too got her super bigger.
Yeah,
famous.
And then like also having a track with Beyonce. There's a lot of like fame induced in that.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I wanted to ask that is because
pretty as hell.
Right? The only reason why I wanted to ask that is because, I was going to say that I feel like niggas that watch sports kind of have a bias towards, I feel like I've known who Klay Thompson is for a very long time because he's fucking Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyways, we'll move forward.
But what do you guys think about the whole, idea of, if Meg Thee Stallion got cheated on, what about us regular mortal peasants?
Everybody gets cheated on.
Everybody can get cheated on.
People more important than Meg Thee Stallion have been cheated on, so...
Why do you think women some women think like that?
Because I feel like some women just look for too much validation in media stories for to kind of I don't know look at it as like a reflection, I guess you can say.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes much sense, but it's just like they see themselves in Meg Thee Stallion or being the same type of person like Meg Thee Stallion, and then going and dating someone that 6 foot and rich and and then it's like, damn, even though I have my life together and shit, I can still get cheated on.
Damn.
I just think people who don't think that they could get cheated on or don't think certain people could get cheated on are just delusional.
Mad delusional.
They're living in another world, like Beyonce got cheated on.
Yeah.
Shit happens, fam. It is what it is. Don't ever think that it can't happen to you because it can. So.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
That's all?
Let me hear this pretty ass woman.
Yeah.
You know what, Klay Thompson, this is for you because here's the thing. When you popped out with Megan Thee Stallion, we all said, okay.
This is shit I hate. That is so fucking whack. What do you mean, okay?
But that's real.
Okay.
That's exactly why I said that Meg is more famous than Klay, because her fan base won't know who Klay is.
I get that, but no homo. Klay is a good looking nigga.
Yeah,
he's a good looking nigga.
Tall.
And 9 times out of 10, any woman of any status would look at Klay Thompson, who's a very rich and successful NBA player, and say, yeah, I'm skinning out tonight. So that's why I'm like, what do you mean? Okay.
Fam, y'all can't just let me pause and continue. I'm not the one who's dwelling on the pauses. Y'all are.
The fact that I'm talking in a woman's perspective and saying that, 9 times out of 10,
but that is a big pause. I'm not
bro.
That is a big pause.
I'm dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Just say thank you.
So a woman saying,
pause. Can we press play on the video?
Okay. We're like, you know what? He's got a good job. Job. Okay. They've got similar interests. Okay. We can make
How do you know that?
We can make it work. Okay? You should know that. You should know that your face was an unwelcome caveat on what we hoped was a good situation.
I don't even want to listen to this bitch. I really don't even want to listen to this bitch.
I want
what
to
the fuck are you talking about?
Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, Rooks, you're sounding hella gay right now. You're defending Klay Thompson's face card hella hard right now.
What the fuck?
Is there something you want to admit to us?
What the fuck is Thompson, she talking about?
What do you mean it's Klay Thompson? Why he was
I don't
never known?
I would watch basketball, but I know Klay Thompson.
My nigga. No.
Can you stop screaming at me, please?
No.
Can you stop screaming?
This girl said, okay, he has a good job. Are you on fucking crack? Are you on?
That's crazy.
You want to watch the rest of this?
Well, wait.
That's disrespectful.
Wait. But what is inaccurate about her saying that?
Fam. Why do I have to elaborate?
What is inaccurate about her saying that?
It's not inaccurate, but it's just like...
It's the condescending tone of saying, oh, okay.
It sounds like she's not putting someone on a pedestal because they're an NBA player.
Would you feel the same way if she said this about Steph Curry?
it's the same exact thing. No matter Steph Curry,
LeBron James.
That's fucking crazy.
All of them.
I think that's
it's the same
crazy.
shit, yeah. What are you talking about? If she's talking about her not liking the way his face looks. If she's saying, well, he has a good job, but she still doesn't like the way his face looks, how is that inaccurate?
I don't think she was talking about his face literally, though.
Literally, she's saying that she's going like this, like she's talking about she thinks he's ugly. That's basically what she's saying. She's not dissing anything else but his looks.
I love the caption. It says, "Can I be parasocial for a moment?"
But like, look at this. Look. Look, I think that she has some pretty good points.
Like what?
Well, I'm kind of suspect of you right now because you're the way that you're defending Klay Thompson. Like, I've never heard anybody use Klay Thompson as a sex symbol. Yes, to me, I don't look at him, and in my personal opinion, I don't think that he's an unattractive man. Pause. But I don't know what other women find attractive or not attractive. There's a lot of guys out there who women find attractive where I'm just like, really, nigga? But then, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. A tall, light-skinned nigga that's a millionaire?
Okay, but see what you're doing? You even mentioning the millionaire part lends into her saying that, okay, he has a good job. That's basically all it is. A nigga with a good job, which is the reason why he's a millionaire.
Let's see what else this dumb bitch has to say. Hold on. Let me put it back on the screen. There we go.
And don't ever piss me off like this again. Oh, you know what, Klay Thompson?
Bro.
That was it? Yeah. Thank God we don't have to.
No,
go through
I
that
don't think
anymore.
she has a. The thing is that since we're looking at from a female's perspective, I don't think that she has a bad point. That is how a female perceives Klay Thompson. Who am I to tell her otherwise?
So, do you think this is how the males perceive Klay Thompson? Have you seen this?
Yeah, I watched this live.
I'm dead. Okay. I haven't seen this, so let's see. Oh, let me put it on screen first.
So the caption says, "Academics explains why Klay Thompson needed a side piece with Megan Thee Stallion." Oh, that's long as hell.
Don't read that.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that.
All right,
okay, here we go.
Klay just ain't as dumb as we all thought he was. Klay had her on TikTok Googling all type of goofy ass recipes while Klay Thompson hit the streets. Anytime you got like a loud, boisterous chick at the crib, you need a peaceful side chick to help you deal with that type of witch. Facts. Klay just ain't as dumb as we all thought he was.
That's it.
Klay had her on
all the academics said this.
There's a second clip.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping you would open both of them, but it's just
when Rooks does this.
Whatever. Maybe you should pick up the fucking producer role then, nigga.
Okay. Teach me one too. I'm not scared, nigga.
I'm not teaching you shit. Right. You know everything, right? Because you watch documentaries and you watch fucking interviews.
Seen him with this loud, boisterous chick, that ratchetivity. But ain't nobody want to bring this outside, nigga. This type of chick, nigga, you put on Tubi and fuck, nigga, and just keep it moving. This ain't even Netflix and chill. You don't even use the subscription for this. This is a Tubi and fuck. Tubi and fuck. Once I seen him with this loud, boisterous chick, that
is crazy.
The page has a bunch of clips of just him just yapping about those.
Yeah, there's a long segment about this. He went in.
Man, went on a tangent.
Do you also agree with academics?
No. The reason why I don't agree is because I don't think that I don't agree with the whole cheating thing.
Okay, you don't think she deserves to? Yeah, obviously nobody deserves to be cheated on.
Well, she deserves to be cheated on.
She deserves to be cheated on.
Free Tory.
Free Tory.
But yeah, free Tory. I just don't think that that's the overall answer for all hats in the situation. For Meg, yeah. Okay. But for everything,
Tubi and fuck. Not even Netflix.
No.
Tubi and
yeah.
Holy
overall,
shit,
in the
bro.
situation, I think that I just don't like the way that she aired out the situation and made it public. Klay Thompson wifing Meg Thee Stallion. If I didn't hate Tory, I probably wouldn't mind Meg Thee Stallion too much. I think she's an attractive woman. I think that she's very physically attractive. You know what I'm saying? If you were to look at her and the upsides of Meg Thee Stallion, I can understand why someone, including Tory, would want to go for somebody like Meg Thee Stallion. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like there is a dark side of her that is not that healthy to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And she seems very obsessed with toxicity. And I think that in my idea is she's calling it cheating. But Klay Thompson said that he doesn't want to be monogamous. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like him presenting that idea makes her feel like she's less special than she thought she is. That's just my theory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he actually cheated on her.
Right.
I don't like how she's putting
It's
that
just
on.
alleged.
Yeah.
Allegedly cheated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who he cheated with, but why she's saying that. But I do believe that he did bring up, like, fam, you're Klay Thompson. You're a famous basketball player, tall, handsome in Rooks' opinion. So would you want to be stuck to one pum-pum your whole life?
Especially if you got the shorty after you got rich, because that was the conversation that we had, last episode.
If you guys were Klay Thompson, would you guys want to stick to one pum-pum your whole life?
Yo, that's what I was saying though. Is like, fam, if you're Klay Thompson, you're picking Meg the Stallion to wife.
Nah,
that doesn't sound that crazy to me.
Really? I mean, to be fair, you know what? To be fair, mans don't really know Meg the Stallion, what she's like at home. Maybe she's wifey material.
She could be cool as fuck. But like, why are you acting like? It's like the reason why I wouldn't want to date Cardi B if I was famous is different than Meg the Stallion, because Meg the Stallion, she doesn't have all those kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have all those like baby dad.
You can still be ran through.
You can still be ran through, but that's different. Everybody in
it's 2026.
Everybody in that industry is kind of ran through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that, like,
except for what's her face?
I'm not gonna use being ran through as like a bona fide reason as why you should never ever find love ever or be worthy to date. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that that's the reason, but I do think that, like, Meg the Stallion, I just don't personally like her, so it's hard for me to have that.
That's what I'm saying. Is like,
but like
I think that's a bias. I think that's a bias that I'm having, is the fact that, like, I just don't like Meg the Stallion.
Yeah. But I can understand why somebody who's famous would want to wife Meg the Stallion. I do still think that she is a catch.
I don't see it.
So the way that I look at it, please don't cancel me, but I feel like as a nigga like Klay Thompson, the longer that you spend with like someone, it just goes to show, damn, like she was pretty good, because I could imagine a guy like that, he can get tired of a bitch like this, but he spent a lot, so he got to enjoy the fullness of Meg the Stallion. I can imagine there's a lot to enjoy from Meg the Stallion for him to stay that long. So I got to give props to
yeah. Hey,
hey, man.
I do agree with him, though. I do agree with him overall. I don't like, even though I don't personally like Meg the Stallion for my own reasons, Free Tory, I do think that there is reasons why somebody else may want to wife her, which could be credible. I do think if you put it on paper, she probably has a lot of upsides. You know what I'm saying? And then even with the downsides, it's like when you finally find somebody that you're interested in, you kind of want to take the downsides too, because you're just like, it comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that he thought that because she was a freak, that she'd be down for more threesomes and shit.
Interesting.
Or down to be a little bit more.
Did she ever sing about doing shit like that or no? But I guess like the singing is a fantasy, so it doesn't really count.
Exactly. But she just talks about fucking all the time in her music. So
that's crazy.
But yeah,
would you be disappointed if you ever like encountered that? Like you're like, I get a chance with this chick, she's always talking about how good she's, how much of a freak she is, blah, blah, blah. And then you actually get with her and she's vanilla as fuck. Would you be like, what did I do? Or would you be
just be happy with the accomplishment that you cracked?
Like, would you be disappointed and be like, damn, she's not a freak?
You guys think that a lady could sell me and make me buy off of false advertisement and I won't complain?
That's facts. That's facts.
You guys think you can get me to purchase off of false advertisement and I'm not going to complain?
That's facts.
Fuck no.
We're talking about king complaints here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're gonna hear about every single fuck. You're gonna hear a complaint.
Yo, that is
Are you dumb?
that
We're
would
going
be
to HR every single fuck.
That would be a sick T-shirt. King complaints.
That's not a sick T-shirt.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be a sick T-shirt? King complaints.
King complaints.
No.
It'd have to be modified. It'd have to be modified.
No, bro. Stop being optimistic. That would be a shit one.
King of complaints. Yeah, I think.
I think we might have to go to HR after this. Fuck, I think that might be
you should try again.
What'd you say, Rex?
I think you should try again.
Try again?
Yeah.
King of complaints?
I just don't like that as a shirt.
Do you guys think we should just? Do you think we should just release shirts like around our birthday?
No.
Why not?
Because our birthday's next month.
Shit.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys tell me?
No one's gonna buy.
Okay. Wait.
Why would you think that people wouldn't buy shirts that say funny shit on them if we're selling them? All pogs matter.
I just don't
Niggas
think
will wear that.
I just don't think that we should aim for next month for our birthdays.
Why not?
Wait, your birthdays are in the same month?
Yeah,
it's like 6 days.
4
apart.
days apart, 5 days apart, 6 days apart.
For the audience that don't know, so that they might be able to send you some gifts. What are the dates?
June 20th is him. I'm June 26th.
Everybody who watches this probably is going to see it on Facebook.
Do any of those days fall on our podcasting day?
I don't know. I didn't check.
My birthday does. I'm pretty sure.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check real quick. But I'm like 99% sure.
So this,
yes, it does.
Hey,
fucking go.
So this Summer Walker thing, like,
yeah, I was trying to get into it, and you guys keep on distracting me.
Is it?
Sorry, we're only at fucking 1:37. Who's trying to fill time here?
Is this?
I have a lot of other videos.
Yeah, is this related to?
Yeah,
Meg Thee Stallion.
This is related. She was putting this out basically about the Meg Thee Stallion situation, and I just thought that this was funny because sometimes you just got to shoot the messenger.
Okay,
you just got to shoot the messenger.
So
because the messenger. Sometimes it's literally about who's delivering the message more than the message itself, because I don't think that her message is wrong, but her delivering this is just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So Summer Walker, she said, stop telling women to, quote unquote, pick better men when men are out here pretending to be someone they are not for months and even years at a time just to gain access to women who are out of their league. Then once they have access, turn around and reveal that they ain't shit behind their fake mature masculine facade, just a little boy operating in ashy foolishness, who had zero intention of actually being who he told you he was. It was just a childish manipulative conquest based on ego and low-key jealousy.
Jealousy?
Okay. So my biggest problem is Summer Walker was recently caught and exposed with a scandal with Rich the Kid. While Rich the Kid was cheating on his girlfriend with Summer Walker, and he was sending her money and all this different type of shit. And I just feel like if you are a glorified side ting, I do not want to hear you complain about pick better men. You are part of the reason why other women feel insecure in their relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why you're saying pick better men when the bad men are your type. Those are the type of, you ruin other women. You know what I'm saying? So you're contributing to the problem. So I just think that, like, you know, she shouldn't be saying anything whatsoever. And then when it comes to the pick better men, but men are out here pretending to be someone they're not for months and even years at a time, that is completely facts.
Yeah. Also facts for women too.
What?
I think it's just a personality trait that certain humans possess.
Not being able to be themselves.
Pretending to be someone so that they can gain the relationship of being with the person that they want, and then once they feel comfortable enough, they actually become themselves.
Do you feel like that's a purposeful thing though? Do you feel like people do that on purpose when because I feel like for a lot of people this is not on purpose. I feel like lots of people present themselves as who they, like, you know, with their representative, they call it. It's a representative. We all do it. I do it. You do it. You do it. Is when we first, like, if you were to start a job the first day or something like that, your representative, or you meet a girl the first time, your representative is speaking, the person who's going to speak as your best self. You know, until we really get to know you, we're like, oh shit, this guy's actually stubborn.
I don't think it's not on purpose, because I feel like a lot of times when you're lying to a bitch, you know you're lying.
But I don't call it, not everybody's lying though. I feel like some people are just like, they're trying their best to be their best self, even though that's not who they are authentically.
I think what it is,
I feel like that's a smaller percentage of the people.
I think what it is you start speaking to someone for long enough and you learn about them, and then you try to become the person that you know that they would like.
Some people do that. I 100%. Some people do that. I don't feel like I necessarily do that. I feel like I try to be myself overall. But
yeah, like with me, to be honest with you, I try and be so unapologetically myself to a point where it's like I'm almost, I wouldn't say testing the person, but I'm kind of testing their gangster, because like I say some shit, you know what I mean? And I always look for like, what is your reaction going to be if I don't know, show some type of assertiveness, or I show some type of like constructive criticism that might come off as maybe a little condescending or something like that, you know? So I try and gauge that type of stuff. And then if I get a good response, then it's like, oh, okay, cool.
How much do you guys think of duality in terms of like, there's just multiple sides of one person, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's saying that once they have access, they turn around and reveal that they ain't shit behind that fake, mature, masculine facade. What if they do have a mature, masculine side, but they also have an immature, less masculine side to them? And then once the person sees the other side that the other person probably tries to hide a bit more, but then when it finally comes out, then they're getting judged as if they were being fake when perhaps they were just not showing that other side of them because they know it's not as widely accepted.
You ever heard of code switching?
That's a thing, but I think the area that I would agree with you in this kind of area is that I also believe that the duality does show from the get-go, but the way that you perceive it changes over time. So
okay, that's fair.
It's like, because a lot of times, right, like the things that you find attractive become the things that you hate. So for example, like you might find someone attractive for being more, what's the word? Stone cold, more like stoic, away from you, stuff like that. Very dominating, like stuff like tells you what to do, stuff like that. At the beginning, you're like, oh my God, that's so attractive. Until he tells you, yeah, take those fucking shit off your page, and you're like, wait. I don't know if I like you being dominating. It's like, but you found that attractive. That's how we were able. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean.
But let me not be naive. Some niggas just be lying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Some 100%. Niggas 100% be lying about who they are just to get the girl, and then they switch up. But that's part of this little game we play called dating, where we have to figure out who is really genuine, who's really for us or not. And unfortunately, that's what girls have to do. I always give this advice to girls and guys, so I give advice to about relationships. Always believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Okay. So for women, they are tasked with a more difficult job of, I feel like they have a more difficult job in terms of when they're picking men, lots of niggas are liars. Like they just are just genuine liars and pieces of shit. There's a lot of liars and pieces of shit for women, but I think they come in different forms, and niggas are just like very much more deceitful, especially with their feelings and everything too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once a woman gets to a stage where they really, really like you, they're kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? They get dumb. You know? Yeah. So the reason why I say listen to none of what you hear is because everything that you hear, it could be true, it could be right, it could be honest, but that doesn't matter. Because if it is honest, it will follow by action. So believe none of what you hear, believe half of what you see, because even some of the action that you see, especially at the beginning, can be done to be performative in order to earn your trust. You know what I'm saying? So believe half of what you see, and the other half you just have to let time prove the test. You know what I'm saying? Let time tell the tale, and then that's how you prove over time. That's how you really see who somebody really is with their actions over time, not through what they tell you. That's why I say take nothing of what they say. Smile, laugh, like, huh, so sweet. You know what I'm saying? Take all that shit into consideration at first. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm honestly
long
really,
term.
I'm honestly really big on that concept in terms of, like for me, I define what you want to do as what you are doing. Because it's like,
okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like as long as like till you have action, not like till you have actionalized or whatever what it is that you want to do, like it's not really a want, you know, like because like I guess it's not a strong want to the point where it's like, yeah, this is what I want to do, until you can actually do it. Because I look at it as like if you could walk, you would walk.
Okay,
unless you're lazy.
But yeah, so what I wanted to get to was I kind of came across like a video on Instagram kind of along the lines of this that got me thinking. So when it comes to relationships, right, is it earn my trust or lose my trust? Because I feel like there's two camps. Like one side is like, if you're in a relationship with me, you should trust me full-heartedly. Therefore, you shouldn't be doing things that, like, you shouldn't be in a relationship with me if you don't trust me full-heartedly.
That's where I stand.
Right? But then there's also part of being in a relationship is like me learning to trust you.
You shouldn't get into a relationship
if you don't
trust me. There's a whole stage before the relationship starts.
Yeah,
that's where you're getting the
earning.
Trust.
Yeah,
What's the point of dating somebody?
But even in that situation, like there's like people don't. There's a chance of you wasting your time because it's like, how long should it take you to trust someone? Because it could take a long time for you to trust someone. So it's like,
don't date them until you can't trust them, until you can trust them.
But for some people, dating is just like being exclusive, learning about each other.
Date each other unless. Don't be in a committed. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Do not be in a committed relationship with somebody else if you do not trust them. That is just foolish, in my opinion. Because what are you wasting each other's time for? If you are trying to see if you guys are willing to, like, what's after dating? Marriage. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trialing to see if this is an appropriate husband or wife, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to trust that person during that trial, or else it defeats the whole purpose. Or else you might as well be able to cheat. You might as well be able to fuck other people. If it's just like you don't need to trust the person that you're with, you might as well be able to fuck other people.
No, like the goal is to trust the person. So,
but you should trust them as soon as you decide to enter a committed relationship with them. Yeah. If you guys are talking and you're getting to know each other, that's a talking stage. You're not getting to know each other during the relationship phase.
So okay, I guess like that would be my next question. Is like, what defines a relationship phase? Is it exclusivity? Is that what defines relationship? Or is it just a term?
It depends, but exclusivity is part of it most of the time.
Okay.
I would say that like a relationship is something that's usually mutually agreed upon though. Right?
Yeah, because like remember, so when you're talking to someone or seeing someone, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that is where you're deciding whether or not it is a good idea to get into something fully committed with this person, right? And like Rex said, like it's both of you guys actually consensually committing at the same time to the same goal of making this something serious and long term.
So is it like an agreement that we now trust each other? Is that kind of what a relationship is?
It should be.
Well, that's not this. You could trust each other before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm trying to understand like if it's just okay, we're putting this label on our relationship now, therefore it's a relationship. Because you could have an exclusive relationship where you care for someone and blah 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 while still in the talking stage. Like I had a girl that I was talking to, and while we were talking to each other, she was like I want us to be exclusive because like if you're gonna be fucking me, I don't want you to be fucking other people because I don't want that energy. Or some people believe in that. You know what I mean?
I think that's kind of just like setting a boundary on next steps, because technically fucking before being completely exclusive, I wouldn't say it's jumping the gun, but it's just setting boundaries at the end of the day.
Was there any romance involved? Were you guys only fucking? Because it's different if we have a fuck buddy and it just like out of respect for you, we're not going to be fucking other people because we don't want to be mixing juices, but this is not a relationship because we're agreeing that we only want to have sex with each other. Is it one of those ones?
Yeah, we were getting to know each other romantically. Like I liked her, you know?
Okay, so then what was stopping you guys from actually progressing into a relationship?
She felt that she didn't want to have the label of a relationship, and she was like, she got out of a toxic relationship, so she was
okay. So you guys were just fucking, and you guys wanted to be fucking exclusively because you guys don't want to mix juices with other people. That's basically that. That's what it is.
Yeah,
but that's not a relationship, no.
No.
So then what?
Because it wasn't the romantic aspect wasn't agreed upon. You guys weren't agreeing to build with each other. Like a relationship is more than sex. You guys are building a future with each other.
Okay.
Merging your lives together.
Okay.
That's what a relationship entails.
And you don't start that process of learning to build your lives together until you fully trust the person.
You shouldn't. I think people do, but that's the stupidest thing they could possibly do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like why would you want to build your life with somebody that you don't trust? That's like, would you want to start a business with somebody you don't trust?
Because I just kind of see it as like that's what a marriage is for.
What?
Whoa.
Because like, what then differentiates a marriage from a relationship?
I don't feel like a marriage should be that much different from a relationship, to be honest. Like you should still be like maybe like what I feel like for most couples, when the difference between a relationship and a marriage, like they might join bank accounts.
Yeah.
Like maybe they'll buy a house, you know what I'm saying? Start owning assets together, type stuff like that.
Yeah.
Legally on paper. But I've been in relationships where I've done everything that lots of people do in marriages in terms of like living together, owning stuff together, having a family together, like dating in a marriage. Remember, some people don't even value marriage like that. I don't feel like marriage is like something that, like, sometimes a relationship is all there is.
Yeah, but okay, because like from my kind of standpoint, right? Growing up, for me, marriage is kind of the consolidation that like I wholeheartedly trust you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
But marriage in your household is religious.
Huh?
Marriage is religious in your household.
But that's not. I'm taking the religion out of it. Like I'm talking about. You're like, I trust you, so I'm willing to make a lifelong commitment with you. That's a expression of how much I trust you.
But
right. But leading up to that point is the relationship, the courting phase, the getting to build that trust to the point where I feel like I can commit to you.
Well, fam, if you're talking about, you can't rule out the religious aspect and then use the example of your family and how you grew up when all those people are religious. The way that their mind operates and the reason why they do certain things are off of the system of religion. Marriage is off of the system of religion. Some people now in the new modern times, some people don't get married due to the religious reasons of it. But in your sense of growing up, most of them would be. So if they're growing up with the religious aspects of it, they're going to take more of those things into account while courting, while getting married, and while developing into that stage. And they usually get married faster than somebody who's not religious.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't, because like marriage extends over multiple religions.
But marriage, we primarily speak about Christian marriages. When we are speaking about marriage in Western society, we're usually speaking about a Christian Western civilization way of marriage. Are we not?
I'm just talking about like, it's a big commitment. Like marrying someone is a big commitment because you're kind of,
but it's a different commitment depending on if you're religious versus if you're not. If I'm not that religious, if I'm getting married, it's for a completely different. Like for me, I could go the rest of my life without getting married and be fine. Some people feel like they'll be empty and shit. Like there's not going to be like.
So what is a non-religious marriage then? What is that based on in your opinion?
Just people choosing to get married.
That's it. Just the label of marriage. We are married now.
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, it could be over like, you know, taxes, all this type of stuff. Marriage is a business. Marriage is a business.
Right, but you can have all of the, what is it called? A domestic
I forgot it. It's
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there is
common law.
Yeah, common law.
Yeah. So it's like
you get common law just for living with each other, even if you guys aren't even in a relationship.
But that's what I'm saying is like, don't you get the exact same benefits of being a common law of that you would get being married?
I don't think it's the same exact.
Interesting. We might have to look that up.
Look it up.
Yeah,
you have all the time in the world.
See. But yeah, like
we have all the time in the world.
Yeah, but again, I guess like for me, it kind of seems like moving the goalpost a bit, but I get where you're coming from, because if marriage to you holds no significance, then that significance gets put on getting in a relationship with someone, right? But I guess for me, since marriage is what has that significance of like, yeah, this is the point where like I'm committing to you because I fully trust you. Then
but
relationship,
it's also marrying somebody under God, under the eyes of God. You have to remember that all the commitments that are made in front of God, all the religious ceremonial things that are made, it's different when it's made under religion, and you operate under more of the religious tradition because that's under how you were raised. My parents weren't married, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't really subscribe to that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I keep saying that the reasons why, like, well, to me, like my dad and my stepmom, they've been in a relationship, not married, since I was in like third grade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that being as serious of a relationship as it gets, that's as serious as marriage to me. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Marriage to me is just that if you choose to get married or not. That was your decision on if you want to have that title of getting married or not. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference between my father's relationship with his wife or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, and somebody if they just had a ceremony that involved the ring and a title or not. To me, they're still playing, they still have the same roles in the household, the same roles in the relationship. It's still the same exact thing. Long-term relationship, family together, live together, all that type of stuff. If they were to get married tomorrow, nothing would change. Not a single thing would change if they were to get married tomorrow.
Okay.
Besides the title.
So according to Chat2GPT, most of the benefits, it's saying Ontario specific, but most of the benefits are the same. But I'll read through this. So married couples legally married under, that's the definition. So for many benefits, common law equal married. So income tax, child benefits, pension splitting, and some survivor benefits. Once recognized as common law federally, you must file taxes as a couple, just like married spouses. Health and workplace benefits. Many employer health and dental plans treat common law partners, same as spouses. You may need to provide cohabitation. Okay. That's just like, sharing the same address and bills.
We don't have to read everything. Try to
Sorry. So this is the biggest difference is the property and asset division. So if you're married, you have automatic rights to equal division of property acquired during marriage, and special protections for the matrimonial home. Okay. Big word, man. Common law couples, no automatic right to split property if you separate. Each person generally keeps what's in their name. You'd have to go to court and argue concepts like unjust enrichment to claim a share. But literally everything else is the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so common law, the same thing.
But I feel like I'm going back and forth, but my question for you would then be, do you think that people should have longer talking stages? Since you hold relationships in that much of a high regard, do you think that people, because you get in a relationship and then there's a long period of time before, again, in my view, I
can't say what people should or shouldn't do because everybody's situation and everybody's personalities and everybody is literally different. You know what I'm saying? So how long? Me personally, I don't rush into relationships. I could only, what I would recommend people to do is what I do, to be honest, because that's the reason why I do what I do. Yeah. I don't rush into relationships. I take time. I feel like you have to get to know somebody before you get into a relationship with them. Okay. I cannot be in a relationship with somebody I do not trust. I cannot be in a relationship with somebody who I do not see myself possibly being forever with. You are, if I'm dating you, you are a candidate for marriage. Okay.
Do you think that there's a significance in the ritual act of commemorating that point at which you decide that you want to take this step?
There's a significance if you want it to be.
Okay. What I was going to say is that in terms of the talking stages, seeing each other before actually being a committed relationship, my whole thing, I might have an invalidated point here, but I see it as you should see somebody's full 4 seasons, I guess you could say. Okay. So the reason what I'm trying to say by that is you should see somebody go through lots of hardship, not wishing that upon them, but you would want to see them go through hardship. So it's what are you like when you lose your job? What do you like? What are you like when you lose a family member? What are you like when, you know what I mean? Just when you're
in all seasons, when you're happy, sad, mad. You want to see how everybody reacts to different situations. Yeah.
When things happen to other people, how do they react to that too as well? Right. You know? So it's they ended up seeing their friend get married and it's how did they treat that? How do they treat their friends on birthday? You know what I mean?
I think the dating phase is very overlooked, but it's very important. The dating stage is where you're getting to know somebody. Once you get into a relationship, it's to see it's like a preview. It's like pre-trial. You're seeing how this is going to be if you were to get married. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like if you were to like, how is life going to look like with this person? How does building life with this person look when we start to build our lives together? Marriage is kind of like the final, like, okay, I'm ready to commit my whole life forever to this person. You know what I'm saying? But before committing the whole life to somebody, you want to see how it is, kind of like a preview to what life's going to be like. And that's what I think dating is. You know?
So it's like the preview of whether or not. So you, would you recommend people to move in together when they're dating?
Yes. Because you don't know what if you move in after marriage, you don't know what it's like to live with that person. You want to, that's for me, that goes into what I was saying. You need to, before I date somebody, I need to 100% trust you. I need to 100% know that this is who I want to be with before I even date you. You know, so before I marry you, I 100% need to live with you to know what it's like to live with you, fam. Like there's so much red flags that could come up with living with somebody. There's times when people move in together and they end up breaking up because they realize that, oh shit, being with this person is a lot easier when I'm not in the same house as them.
Because like, could you imagine like you decide, oh yeah, you know what, we'll wait until we get engaged or we'll wait until we get married or whatever, and then it's like this motherfucker's been a delinquent their whole life.
They're
like,
dirty as fuck.
Yeah, like they, you know what I mean? They fucking
have just bad habits that you don't like.
Yeah.
Or just, it could just be habits you don't like, whether it's even poor habits. It could just be habits that you personally don't feel comfortable living with, and it's something that they might not be comfortable negotiating with. And I've lived with women, you know, multiple times, and I know that it's not always easy. And then when kids get into the picture and you're raising a family together, sometimes that's a whole different thing. Do you guys have the same values and how you even want to raise kids? You know, those differences could split people up too.
So in your opinion, would you say, again, this is your opinion, would you say that it's immature for a man or woman based on past experiences to say that because I had a bad experience moving in with someone, I'm never going to move in with any future people?
Super immature.
Okay.
Grow the fuck up.
I would say so. Because again, like, bro, why would you want to wait to experience that once you've made this full commitment to them to be married?
But I just don't like the idea of one bad thing happened to me once in life, so now forever I'm never going to do that thing again because it didn't work out for me once. Like, are you a pussy? Like, are you like live your fucking life? That's weird.
That's basically like dating one person, having one bad relationship, and then never dating again. Idiot thing,
like, you're a pussy, bro.
Because like from the perspective of some of these people, it's like, well, the last couple of people that I dated were like this, therefore everybody else must be like
you
this.
are fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid if you think that just because this one thing happened before that means that the future is predetermined now, that every single other person, you're dumb. You're dumb, and if you're gonna die alone and lonely, sure, have at it. Buy some cats.
Because like another thing is like one could say that it's probably because of the type of people that you're dating that you keep seeing that recurring pattern. But like instead of changing into a different kind of category, you're like, no, everybody's like that. Therefore,
I do slightly believe that certain people portray certain traits which attract certain types of people, and they just so happen to always be attracted to those certain types of people. But then they'll go back and always complain that every single person that I'm with ends up being like this. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it's because you have these and these traits, and these traits are attracting these and these types of people. So maybe if you work on these and these traits, you might attract people with the traits that you don't, might attract people who don't have the traits that you don't like.
So are you saying you disagree with Summer Walker?
I mean, hey, man. Hey, man.
Well, how much time are we at?
2 hours, 2:05.
2:05. It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Time to stir up the pot.
You want to stir up the pot still?
Yeah.
Stir up the pot.
Stir up the pot. Stir up the pot.
Stir up the pot. Stir up the.
Yo.
Stir up the pot. Stir up the pot. Stir up the pot.
Yo.
37.
Tree
Shift.
At least you didn't say that.
Okay, this one's shit.
You want me to pick another number?
No, it's okay. We got to use up the shit one sometimes.
I lie.
Delete all your social media forever for $250K.
Nope.
Yes or no?
Nope.
Ooh. Nope. Delete all your social media forever for $250K?
Nope. That's the dumbest shit ever. Unless I can make unless I'm allowed to have a company page, cool. But
yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Is it just personal social media pages? Because if it's just personal social media pages, I'm taking that $250K.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. But if it's just personal, cool. But it's like if I can't
everything.
have
everything, yeah,
idiot thing.
no, because. But then again, it's potential. You know, you don't have that
with $250K startup, bro.
That's that gambling mentality. That's that gambling mentality.
But you can't market on social media. So
yes, you can. You can pay somebody else to market something else. Because you have a business, you can start a business and pay somebody else to market it.
But that's what I was saying is like, are you allowed to have business social medias?
But you can't run it.
Okay, that's fine.
So like your business is allowed to have a social media, but you're not allowed to use it.
Yeah,
if I could, that's what I would be thinking.
Yeah, if I
think that's too easy. That's too easy.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you just take the $250 and do it if it's too easy?
Nah. It's too easy as in like, you just can't have a social media presence. Gone. GG's. Finito.
Nah, but if I'm using my $250 because $250 is not lasting you forever. If I'm using that to invest in something, most likely a business, in order to help me stay afloat, that business is going to need some sort of marketing. Online is one of the main forms of marketing. Every single business has to have a website. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to tell me that I have to live off of this $250K forever without any hopes of multiplying my money outside of stocks.
That's what I was trying to say is like, well, if I can't have social media at all, no matter what, and especially if it's a business that I own, like
that's why I said you just can't use social media.
You just can't use
your business
media?
Can have a social media page, and you could have somebody else run that page for promo, blah blah blah. But you personally can be like, you can't use it for your own enjoyment or for like you're not using it for yourself.
So does that include YouTube?
Do you have
that's technically social media?
Do you have any say?
YouTube is technically social media, fam.
Oh, GG's.
So if you can't use YouTube, fam, you have to watch a TV.
GG's.
Mash up. I can't learn nothing.
Actually,
Netflix.
You know what? Actually,
Netflix? No.
Netflix?
No, actually, that's not social media.
It's not social media.
You don't really need YouTube anymore, to be honest. Because it's entertainment.
What if I have to fix something on my car, bro? What are you pointing at?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT doesn't have videos. I need the video to show me what parts am I looking at.
You can ask ChatGPT to...
I'd have the money to pay for the premium chat.
There's some sort of app that we could get where we could watch. You know, remember when we used to have like those iPhone bootleg YouTube things where you could... you can't really comment and shit, but you can watch the videos on like,
Yeah. That was a throwback. That's crazy. And you could download the thing onto your phone.
I don't know what I would do still. I haven't picked yet.
I
don't know.
Cause like, that's something I've been thinking about a lot. Like once I have a car, I'm like, I'm going to see how long I can go without actually going to the mechanic.
Do I have a girlfriend?
And just do all my... Is your
just
girl
go
allowed to have social media?
No, because if I have a girl, then I feel much more comfortable taking it $250 because then I know that we have a startup for our lives, and then also it's like I don't have to look for a gal because I already have one. You know what I'm saying? So then I could just rule out a whole big aspect of social media off the consideration board.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're single and you can't have social media.
You can still find bitches.
Yeah.
You just have to
walk down the street.
Yeah, you just have to be outside.
Hey, little mama, what's your name?
You'll just have to.
That's your game, bro.
Excuse me, Miss Ma'am.
So final answers. What are you choosing? I'm choosing the $250K.
I think we're all taking this $250 because, like we said,
I feel like you take the social media.
I would rather keep the social media. There's so many loopholes. That's a problem. Because like me not being able to use YouTube, that's kind of a problem. Like I just have to refer to books for everything. I don't obviously don't have an issue with reading tons of books instead of watching stuff on YouTube, but
let that be known to the audience. He likes reading books. Just let you know.
Just so the audience knows, because my birthday is coming up, I will be making an Amazon wish list for my birthday. I always only ask for books now that I'm a 30-year-old man.
Distinguished gentleman.
Only asking for books, but I will make sure to put the link in our bio, and then there'll also be a link in bio for Rex's birthday.
Saint Rex,
he's gonna make an Amazon wish list
too.
I'm not making shit, huh?
You're reading books too?
I read books, but I'm not doing that for my
your birthday.
Birthday shit. No, I'm not doing.
What
that.
would you put on your Amazon wish list? Socks.
Socks and underwear. 100%.
Okay. Tight
Make sure they
shit.
have the
cup, the sack support.
I would put a pocket pussy on there.
Pocket coochie.
I never tried one of those before.
Pocket pom pom.
A pocket pom pom. Never tried one of those before.
Yo, I've been thinking about. I'm like
Some Ray and Nephew. I put some Ray and Nephew on that.
Yeah, eh?
Jokes.
The man doesn't even drink. He said, he's like, give me the strongest thing you got.
You guys ever bought a? Jesus Christ, you're gonna flame me for this. But you guys ever bought a dildo?
What?
Why for that?
Why for that, bro?
Why
What?
would you ask such a homosexual question?
Because I wasn't using it in a homosexual way.
Hold on. Hold on. Chat.
Explain.
Well, it was a dildo vibrator.
Cut.
Explain.
Cut.
So when there was a point in my life where I wanted to be a freaky nigga,
This is not going your way, brother.
and I thought it would be a pleasant surprise for when I'm about to fuck down a ting.
To put it in her butt?
I pull out a one. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use this too.
So you have a
Hold
dildo?
on.
I know I gave it to my my ex of a month, but yeah.
You know you
X of a month.
Holy Ross.
How was her reaction when you pulled it out?
She was like, I hope you haven't used that on anybody else.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing that any woman would be thinking. Was it out of the plastic?
I always put it back.
Oh my gosh, bro.
But I watched it. I used to watch it.
But no,
I watched it.
fam. What you should have did is when she showed up to the crib, or you showed up to her crib, you had the unopened package. And you
Yeah,
were like,
I had the box. I had it inside the box, and I took it out.
oh.
It's like, yeah, you're the first one. You're the first person that ever used
But
it.
there was
You
no
should be-
like,
you
there was, hold on, but
You should say
there
the
was
only
no
person.
So there was no like sticker that you had to like take off so that it would open. It was just
They don't
already
care. They're trying to get fucked. They don't care about if I'm.
no, but I mean
Honestly, fam.
to show that it was never open.
Honestly, that's not
I don't need to do
Mash
that.
up.
I
That's
don't
not
need to do
gay,
that.
but it's a bad idea.
Mosh up.
That's
Have
what
you
I
ever?
did.
Any
you ever
girl, any girl that would want a vibrator used in sex already has one at home. Tell them to bring theirs.
Facts.
Okay.
I just think that
have you ever used
look
a
like
wand? Actually, yeah, you probably have. Have you ever used a wand on a gal?
yeah. But I think that
Have you?
I owned a fucking vibrator dildo.
No, but that's
gay.
That's
gay,
dildo,
bro.
So
That's
you
It wasn't in the shape of a dick. It was one of those ones
You
that
shouldn't
like,
own a dildo.
It curved and then it was like two. So like there was the one for the clit and then there was the one that went inside.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking.
Oh, nigga,
I know
that
exactly
is not a dildo. So never.
It is a dildo.
No,
it's just
it's
not a
not.
vibrator
it's
on
not.
it.
It's
No,
not
it's
a
not.
dildo. A dildo is actually a penis.
Oh no, I didn't have that.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's what.
Thank God.
It's like, why would you own a penis, bro? Like that's gay. Like that's just gay.
Yo.
Like Rashad's gonna have something to say about this one.
Yo.
No, but yeah, you shouldn't have sex toys to pleasure females just on deck. That makes you look like an overly freak. Like,
Isn't that a good thing?
I
It
just
seemed
feel
like
like
a good thing when I was using it.
maybe if you have one person who you're having sex with to be like, yeah, I got this for us to use. But I feel like if you just you're not supposed to look like you just on deck, just like ready, have sex toys, because it makes it seem like you just use this on mad different girls.
I mean, all the girls that I fucked didn't. They let me use it on them.
So you were using it on mad different girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fucking.
It wasn't that
nasty.
crazy. I mean, it wasn't that many girls.
How
I didn't-
many?
Maybe like 3.
Damn.
And they knew that it was used on girls before them.
No.
I think some of them knew, but now I watched it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking
felony.
dut.
That's
dut,
that
bro.
is felony, bro.
I'm judging you and them, bro. What the
That
fuck?
is felony as fuck, bro.
Like, I can't imagine pulling out like a used fucking dildo.
I called them. I'm calling the cops.
Like, I've used vibrators a lot of times with the girls. I've used,
But it's theirs.
But it's
it's
theirs.
theirs,
Not
you know?
yours.
Yeah,
But doesn't that make you think though? That's like, wow, there's been other niggas that use this toy on this girl.
or she uses it on herself every night.
Every night.
But like,
I've heard niggas say that they would be offended if a girl offered toys during sex
interesting.
because it makes it seem like they can't please them.
That's hilarious.
I think that's insecure as fuck.
Mad insecure, fam. It's just
if you understood the female anatomy, you would know that not everybody can do it just through penetration.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why sometimes you have to use your thumb, fam, and rub her coochie stole.
Sometimes you gotta yam, there's a bunch of different things,
Yeah, 1, 2 thing, you
guys
know.
are freaky.
Hey, man, try and do a thing one time.
I never thought that you would say that to Rooks. We're leveling up.
Alive?
We're leveling up.
Big man thing.
Rooks is vanilla. I feel like AO is secretly overly freaky. Well, clearly, not even
When I'm
secretly
active,
anymore.
I am overly freaky. But
yeah, not surprising. You said some shit that can't be said on this podcast.
Yeah.
But good evening, good night. You didn't say our drop on where they could find us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. My bad. So, chat that is not existent right now because it's 1 a.m. Make sure that you follow us on all social medias. That is Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And make sure you catch our live streams every single weekend in the evening time on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook. On Mondays, we drop our audio on your favorite streaming platforms. So that goes all the way from Apple Podcasts to Spotify to Audible and to Amazon Music. Just make sure that you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you share our shit.
Subscribe too, bitch.
And also share
We
shit
need them
with
subscribers,
bitch.
Yeah,
Get us to 1,000 subscribers.
We're at 200 right now, so we just have to times that by 5, fam.
5 times.
And we're
Bitch. We can actually start getting some dollars,
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? I'll say this just to end the podcast, but I did a little 1-2 prompting on Chat2Much, and it does, for right now, seem slightly out of reach, but it did make it a little bit more realistic in my brain. I asked it about creating a production company with just 3 people, but the 3 people doing all of the work. And I was like, how realistic would it be for 3 people to run a production company and make $10K a month? And it was like, honestly, it's pretty realistic. You would have to just be doing it for people that have a very high ticket product or service that they sell. So we would have to do it for like therapists, lawyers, real estate investors, stuff like that. So essentially what it would be is that the podcast is like their free content that they put out to people. And then what happens is if even once a month they get a client and say the client, I don't know, they make $10,000 profit off of it, it would make sense that they pay us $2,000 a month to run their entire podcast, and their only job is to literally just hit record and then send us the footage, and we do everything else.
Social media management would also be a key component of that.
It would be a full, like, everything we do for our own podcast, we would do for them. Yeah. So
I guess like once we get traction and we have some more what's the word? Fuck, I'm so bad with this shit.
Audience?
No, not audience.
Like credibility?
More credibility.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna be able to land clients, be like, yeah, so we were able to grow from here to here in X amount of time doing X, and then this is the plan that we have for you, and then
exactly.
Yeah, I know Rex is already going to sleep with our
with the idea of making this more than just a fucking podcast where niggas chat.
I don't feel like this was the right time to talk about
It's the end of the pod.
It's the end of the pod, nigga. Fuck, we've been putting out like 2 hour and 40 minutes.
Any retention that would have dropped would have already dropped by this time.
Yeah.
It's the real OGs.
Yeah. The real niggas that get to the end.
Okay, no one. But let's go. Bye, guys.
Bye.